Word or and one.
Yo, hold up. Turn back to Wendy.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
We're on the air. Wendy Williams?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Wendy, I love you. Oh, my gosh.
Of the 10,000 radio stations in the country, many of the hottest are right here in New York City.
Oh, my God, Wendy, I listen to you every day.
Nearly a million New Yorkers listen to the Wendy Williams Experience.
However, watch what you say, baby girl.
I make no promises to anybody. You know you ain't.
The Wendy Williams Experience. Yo, did you catch this flashback?
It's Artie's birthday, and I brought in a bottle of Hennessy, and he has to take a belt, not a shot from a glass, but a belt, once every 20 minutes. Art, how you feeling?
I feel nice right now. Starting to get very moist.
Ooh, my man.
I'm ready to get laid later on. And Earl all over her breast.
Yo, ladies, you ever Earl on a man's, when they push your head one time too many? I have. Let me be the first. Now, the rest of you will come out of the closet, because it's happened to all of us at least once.
This it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and distinction that I introduce to you the queen of all media, Wendy Williams.
All right. Getting my number one hustle on. That'll be right here on my perch for you all 4 or 5 hours, depending on, what you can tolerate every day. I know some of you all stick around for the bonus hour. You listen online, but for the most part, just as long as you spend a little time, I appreciate that. Welcome to the show. Glad you guys are here. I'm excited about talking with CeCe Peniston today. I've never met the young lady, who's coming up from The Rock. This boy feel. I like that song a lot. Make her feel good. Tiara Marie. I like that a lot. So we look forward to talking with her. And, the fax machine. I don't think I give the fax number enough when it comes time to get ready. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. During Advice Hour, you guys fax me a whole bunch of advice questions. And unfortunately, I try to pre-plan Advice Hour, like at least, like right now. Next hour's Advice Hour, this is the best time to fax me with your snafus going on in your life. Because after I close my microphone and we do commercials and music, that's when I'm at the fax machine. I'm preparing for the next hour. When you fax me during Advice Hour, then your fax just, I save it in a file, but I don't address it on this particular day. So it's 866-WendyFax, WendyFA. You can put the X where back there. That's one number too many. WendyFax. Okay. So I see that Nicole Simpson left behind $1.5 million each. 1.5 for Sydney, 1.5 for Justin. Isn't that great? The 1.5 each that she left behind in her estate for them includes money from the sale of her condo, the infamous condo where the stabation went down. Also, she left behind for her children her Ferrari. And also, some of the 1.5 money comes from damages recovered from the civil trial verdict. And the trust fund was set up for the kids. That's great. I guess Sydney's about to go back to school. So I think she goes, what did I say, Boston University or Boston College? One of the two. People are leaving for school right about now. Hello?
Hey, Wendy, I'm really glad you're having CeCe Peniston on today.
Oh, yeah, she's going to be good, too. I haven't talked to her in over a decade.
Yeah, I just saw her in concert last week on Long Island, and she turned it out.
Yeah.
She can still drop it like it's hot.
Oh, yeah?
It was her, Martha Wash, and Evelyn King.
Oh, my God, what a show.
Yeah, it was a great show. Great show. And I hope you get Jody Watley on the show soon.
I called out to request her yesterday, so we'll see what happens. But, you know, Elisa, my booker, is really good. I just thought about CeCe Peniston yesterday, like at the end of the show, and she made it happen.
Yeah, because you guys are sponsoring something for her next week or something,
Yeah,
right?
no, well, CeCe actually in New York City tonight is going to be performing at the Shadow nightclub.
Oh, okay.
And the Shadow and WBLS, we're in bed together, so to speak.
Your flagship is sponsoring or something like that,
Exactly, right? Here in New York. Mm-hmm.
Hey, quick question for you.
Okay.
Would you get a trainer for a 7-year-old? Because my wife and I were thinking about getting a personal trainer for our 7-year-old daughter.
No.
Okay, you don't like the idea?
I don't think that a 7-year-old needs to be worked out like that. I think that that's something easy that you could either do with her or her cousins or something like that. And it could be something as simple as waiting until it's not so hot and going to the local high school track and having you do a walk or a jog, and she rides her bicycle, and she let her ride her bicycle around the track 3 times or around the block in your neighborhood. Take a roller skate. I mean, exercise for kids. Yeah, no trainer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thanks
look forward to the interview.
Thanks. Take care. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Wendy?
Hi.
This is Jamal calling from Roselle, New Jersey.
Hi, Jamal.
How you doing, Wendy? I just want to shout you out on 3 different angles.
Okay.
The first one, real quick, for exposing the AJ and Free story like a year or so earlier.
Yeah.
'Cause remember a while back, you had received the facts from an insider at BET who told you that they were trying to get rid of them. So you were on top of that story like a long time ago.
Yeah, it's not even a fax. It's actually a very well-placed insider who's very close with me and the show.
So you've been had that.
Yeah.
You've been had that. Mm-hmm. The second thing is, Wendy, my best friend Dwayne, I want to send a shout out to him. He just moved to Houston, Texas to go to law school. Mm-hmm. And he was telling me about the chopped up and screwed thing. And it's so funny what you were talking about. And remember you were talking about you're not too sure what they're high off of when they're listening to it?
Yeah, the screw music.
You know what they're high off? Remember that song called Sipping on Some Scissor?
No, I didn't think people were still doing scissor.
They're still doing that down there.
See, I would have ruled it out because I remember, I was in Philly at the time that scissor, well, that was the first time I had ever heard about getting high off scissor, and I know, makes you real slow. But for some reason, I thought scissor was so, that form of getting high was so, last year.
No, they're still doing that. They're still doing that, and that's what it is. And DJ Screw is actually dead. He died of like a heart attack, but the rumor is that he had some type of drug involvement.
Yeah.
So DJ Screw is dead, but he's the one that started that whole slowed up thing, whatever. And it does create this whole euphoric type feeling. Mm-hmm. And the third and final thing is, Wendy, did you watch the Whitney Houston show last night?
Oh, yes, I did.
What about the time when that gay dude came up in there saying he was from Newark, and then they started doing that
They
dance?
started dancing together, Newark style. I was like, oh my gosh, Whitney is a mess.
She's crazy, but you know what? She reps for Newark. That's where I'm originally from, so you gotta love her.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed to see that when she asked for a hug and a kiss from Bobby Chris. Once again, I'm seeing her relationship with Bobby Chris more dysfunctional than Bobby Chris's relationship with her father, Bobby Brown.
Exactly. It was very just dysfunctional. I'm a social worker, that's my profession.
Who do you think appears to be the better parent to Bobby Chris?
Bobby.
Yeah.
I definitely see it. It seems like there's some type of division there. It seems like Whitney doesn't even know how to even relate to kids. Because remember when the kids were screaming for her to get into the pool?
Yes!
She like revolted. She bolted like back into the bar.
Although I gotta say, Bobby Brown and his older son didn't seem to have such a great relationship. I mean, it was just really, it was like a strange relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
and Wendy, you know who the older son's mother is, right?
Yeah, the older son's mother is married to Cockroach.
There you go.
And Cockroach and Bobby had a fight on the front lawn.
Wow.
And we talked about it here on the show before.
Okay.
I'm going to ask Art to give me more insight into what I said, because sometimes I forget.
That's what's up, Wendy.
Take care. Bye-bye.
I love you, Wendy.
Now, Art, here's what I remember saying to everybody on the air regarding that. Cockroach had gone to Eddie Winslow to borrow money, like $5,000, to help Cockroach make ends meet financially and take care of Bobby Brown's son. And Eddie and Cockroach had the fight on the front lawn.
Yeah.
They had a fight on the front lawn, and Cockroach took Eddie Winslow's pickup truck and never, very Negroidian, but see if you can follow. Darius McCrae is Eddie Winslow.
Yes.
Right. Oh, the drama, these celebrities. This is how we stay in business, though, here. Hey, I got results from yesterday's poll question, you freaks. Yesterday's poll question is, have you ever been intimate with someone of the opposite sex? Have you ever been intimate with someone of the opposite sex? Now, the poll question is answered simply yes or no on my website, thewendywilliamsexperience.com. 85% of you said no. And 15% said yes. I'm so shocked. I mean, somehow I thought that 60% of people were going to say yes.
From this show, at least.
From this show, hell yeah. Well, I love these poll questions because, like I always tell you, it lets us know more about who you are. 85% of people listening who went on the website to answer have never been intimate with somebody of the opposite sex. 15% of people have.
Same sex.
Same sex, same sex, same sex. Now, here's the new question. Do you believe in the death penalty?
Oh.
Do you believe in the death penalty? See, there's so many variables. You'd be killing so many innocent people, but there's no gray area. This is yes or no. So there are 4 people in the room. I know that this one's really sensitive. I'm not going to call out what people say. All right, mostly because I'm sensitive about it. Mm-hmm. Do you believe in the death penalty, yes or no? Raise your hand for yes. Okay, 50% of the room says yes, 50% of the room says no. Art and I, for once, are on the same team. I'm not going to say what team that is, Art. Art, do you feel more sensitive about talking about the death penalty than you do about being pro-choice? I do. Yeah. Like, I can tell you I'm pro-choice, but I will not tell you...
I'm the opposite. I can talk about death penalty and not pro-choice.
You don't want to talk about pro-choice?
No.
A little guilt there?
No guilt. Just that, that's a personal subject.
Yeah. I can talk about politics, but I can't go in deep enough. I feel uncomfortable talking about politics in a public forum. You know what I mean? Like, I can tell you who I voted for president, but I'm not going all the way down to who I voted for, like in my local city council and stuff like that. And my reasons why I voted for somebody for president, because it's not always cut and dry with me. Like, there's some... Anyway, all right, so you can go to the website and answer that question. Do you believe in the death penalty? The WendyWilliamsExperience.com.
It's Wendy, man.
I just passed the NYPD exam. Prior to this, I got a manslaughter case. I stabbed my mom's boyfriend because he beat her up. Okay. I'd like to know if I should just tell them up front that I did that.
You're going to sound crazy.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Brought to you by Washington Mutual.
Oh, I'm sorry. Damn. What, I have ADD? 10 seconds ago, Art says to me, after this commercial, can you say brought to you by Washington Mutual?
And
I stood up to go in my bag to get my nail polish. Well, look, I'm doing a craft fest tomorrow. I can't go with these kind of... I mean, I look like I got the claws as opposed to... Why are you clapping? There's no color on these. Look.
No, but it look natural. I like it like that, though.
Oh, anyway. You're one of them. Oh. Can't stand that kind of man. I like you natural. Oh, my gosh, please. Then you would hate what's going on in the office right now. There is more hair than Lugos laying around. Oh my God. Hadia came up with a whole trunk full of, her collection. I'll give you that information a little bit later on. I know a lot of you all are wondering, how Ashanti achieves her look. And Ashanti does have hair. But to flip it around quickly, Beyonce and all like that, Hadia makes hair pieces for the stars. And her pieces are well worth the investment. And I'm wearing one of her pieces in this September Source magazine. She ended up actually giving me the piece. She said, have you worn it out yet? And I said, no, because, when you pick up the September Source magazine, you're going to see, and I love hair. I love a lot of hair. I love big hair. Hair is power. Bigger the hair, the smaller the hips. You give me the phrase about hair and I'll co-sign. Anything except cut it all off. What? What? Why don't you do a nice 2-inch style? Excuse me?
Oh, not that.
Why don't you flatten it and cut it at your shoulders like Jennifer Lopez? Huh? I made that mistake once on the cover of that damn book. While the inside read was great, I don't know what I was thinking on the Wendy Williams Experience. Sensible damn zhuzh to the side bob. What was that? I don't know what I...
It was hot at the time,
Oh,
though.
shut up. Oh. Shut up. Hadia's hair speaks to me. And apparently, Nicole and... It's like a full hair show going on in there. Listen, everybody, you can join WBLS on Monday night at 7:30. We present the 23rd annual Martin Luther King Jr. Concert Series at Wingate Field over in Brooklyn. The Wingate Field is at Winthrop Street between Brooklyn and Kingston Avenue. And this Monday, it's Reverend Dr. Darcel Holloway hosting the annual Gospel Night. Yeah, the 20th anniversary tribute to Hezekiah Walker.
Oh.
Yeah, yes. All the children will be out to see that. Oh my gosh. So that's Monday at Wingate Field. This is a good thing, and we're celebrating the 107 days of summer. If you want more information about that or anything else, log on to our website at WBLS.com. Tonight, the Shadow Nightclub is going to be off the chain with CeCe Peniston, and as you know, CeCe is going to be a special guest on this radio show later on today, 4 o'clock, the Hour of Truth. So, everybody, keep it where you got it. I know it's sufferably hot. They say this is the last day of Thank you, Zoe. Did you get the dots, too? Thank you, Zoe. Did you get yourself something also? There was nothing left after only $3.
No, I'm
sorry.
I have a snack. Thank you.
Do you? You want something to drink?
No, thanks.
Okay, because it's hot out.
I have a large water as well.
Yeah. Is yours cold?
Yep.
Good, yeah. See, normally I like my water room temperature.
Yeah.
It's better on my pipes. But in this weather, forget about it. I'll take a brain freeze.
There you go.
They say that the heat wave is supposed to break, though, sometime over the weekend, and then it's just supposed to be plain old hot, as opposed to stinking ass, humid, nasty, All right, you guys, keep it where you got it. We're going to press on. It's the Wendy Williams Experience here on 107.5 WBLS. We'll get started without them then. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. You know what? A shout out to the people at Warner Brothers Records. I know. Well, and especially you, Pookie. Shout out to you. It's kind of corny considering the fact that, I'm responsible for how it's going down. It's just a little personal message to Pookie. Sorry, you all. But I still got love for you, but very corny move, Pookie. Wendy. Bobby Chris is going to be a head case. First of all, how dare her speak to her mother like that in the Von Dutch store? Exactly. I forgot exactly what she said, but I can recall the sound effect going off in my mind. I always think about you all on this show, even when I'm not here. But And this person, Janine Galloway, she's the one faxing in. She says, I don't care how much of a crackhead your mother is. You don't disrespect her ever. I would have yanked her pudgy little butt right out of the store and bought her nothing and told her, get out of my face with the sarcastic remark. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what it was. She told Whitney, get out of my face. So it was not just something nasty to say to your mother. It was something nasty and flippant. I mean, get out of my face. Which leave me alone is a little bit softer, conveying the same message, but she had to get out of my face, and she got round like the cat swat. Get out of my face. Yeah, no, Bobby Chris is going to be a mess when she gets older. So Paul McCartney is talking about Jennifer Lopez and Puffy about how they flaunt their excessive wealth. He says, here's Paul McCartney's quote. This is regarding fur coats and stuff. I understand all too well the attraction of when you first earn money, you want to show it off. You want the most ridiculous furs. You want chinchillas dripping off you. You want jewelry. The trouble is, there is a difference between fur and jewelry. Fur hurts someone. Look at the videos. You're going to see electrocution. You're going to see animals with their throats slit, and you're going to take beautiful animals and make coats out of them. Well, Paul McCartney, I suspect that, at some point or another, new money turns into, just another day. The way your money is, turned for you. He's now settled with his money, so therefore he doesn't have to go and, I guess buy, whatever. He's probably driving one of those Mini Cooper, fuel efficient cars and all of that stuff. But, Puffy and Jennifer's money is a lot newer than yours is, so... Was that me defending Puffy? Oh, my gosh. No, Puffy, you know what? A shout out to you. Puffy gave me great... First of all, he came to my pink carpet party celebrating the release of my new CD, which is in stores. And I appreciate you doing that. Then he, he walked the pink carpet, so there were pictures. And then when I came in, he gave me some FaceTime with the cameras and whatnot. And, he said some very nice things to me, congratulating, where I've come and where I am and what he, sees in the future and so on and so forth. So I do appreciate that, Puff. And, no, Wendy Williams is on fire, will not be working the red carpet at the MTV Video Music Awards. But Wendy Williams will be going to one of Puffy's or a few of Puffy's parties that weekend. And I haven't been to a Puff Daddy party in over a decade because, we've gone through our thing because he's invited me. But I just always feel as though a party does not smooth things over, Puff. Let's handle the business at hand. Come in on the show. Let's do that interview. This show is more important to me than, going to a party. I'm not like your average Joe in this industry where a party is going to impress me and, being invited to your party makes me feel like I'm, back in the fold. What I want from you is I want you to come here and talk to my millions. But what you did for me was something so special by coming to my pink carpet party that I'm coming. So VMA weekend, I'm going to be in Miami, and I'm there specifically and only for Puffy. So, shout out to you, and we're going to be doing it up. That week prior, I'm not drinking nothing. Not even at the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience. I'm saving all my party until that weekend in Miami, VMAs, Puffy parties. I'm not going to the awards show because VH1, they were able to get me passes for the awards show. I said no. Is that crazy? Art, but you know me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know me. Been there, done that, wrote the book, kind of, sort of, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm strictly going to party and not just any place. Not, I'm going to party with Puffy. Yeah. Thanks, dude. Once again for coming to my party. And I can't wait until your CD comes out so we can just, get you up here and we do our big chat. So there's a place called Bend, B-E-N-D, Oregon. And apparently within Bend, Oregon, there's a high school. The high school is called Central Lynn High School. And at that high school, there's a teacher/football coach whose name is Scott Reed. And Mr. Reed is on 2 years probation. The reason why is because he's been licking the bleeding wounds of several of his student athletes. Well, and you might want to press how you doing, too. I'm not exactly sure. That might not fit in, but why not? He didn't lose his job or anything like that. They didn't find anything. The sheriff's department said there were no charges filed. It was just a bizarre act. It's not clear why he was licking the wounds, but he was also ordered in with his 2 years of probation to attend classes to learn about bloodborne viruses and diseases. This is what you could have done to you, first of all, sir. But what Mr. Reed was doing is he was licking the blood from wounds of his track team member's knee and football player's arm and high school student's hand. Now, it doesn't say how many times this has gone on, but there you see 3 different situations, so at least 3 times. What is that all about? I don't know. Rain Pryor is being sued by Jennifer Lee, which is a total conflict of interest because, Jennifer Lee is Richard Pryor's current wife. The white lady who you've seen years ago on Jenny Jones and all like that? And she supposedly is taking care of Richard in the manner in which he would want, that no matter what they've been through, the tumultuousness of their relationship, at the end of the day, they are for each other. In the meantime, Rain Pryor, that's Richard's daughter, one of his many kids. Oh, gosh, I'm getting the 10-9-8. Look, I'll finish out this story, and then we'll get into Advice Hour. But Advice Hour is next. And hit me on the phones. We'll solve a problem together. 866-GET-WENDY. Thanks.
It's Wendy, man.
I want to fuck dirty to you, watch you eat each other, like feet off your face, get another woman up, hire a hooker, get some coke. Let's do it.
The Wendy Williams Experience. Wow. Everybody needs some.
Should I leave? Like, is that selfish to my son?
Come get some.
Let me tell you, Wendy, it's really a trouble with a dude.
Advice out.
I'm having a problem with my fiance and his family.
I was in a relationship with this girl for like 18 months. She told me the relationship meant nothing.
Always drama.
Call Wendy right now. 1-866-GET-WENDY. Fax Wendy at 866-WENDY-FAX.
Wendy, can you give me advice on plastic surgery?
What up? This is the Biffa Biz, Miffa Mark, and you're listening to the queen of all media, Wendy Williams.
As you regular listeners know, from time to time, we have special guests here in the studio.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Jaheim, a.k.a. Mr. Ghetto Love.
What up, y'all? This your girl Eve, checking out the queen of radio.
What's going on? It's LL Cool J.
What's up, y'all? This is Angie Stone, and you're listening to the Wendy Williams Experience.
Wendy, correction on Bobby Christina. The little heifer told her mother, "Get out of my face before I hit you," while pushing her. And she damn sure did. I saw it myself. My mother's hackles were in the air. Little Miss Chrissy needs to lose some teeth.
Oh.
This one says, Wendy, Bobby Chris also said, "Leave me alone before I hit you." Bobby and Whitney were so busy doing drugs and neglecting their child that she just talks to them as if they were her peers. Exactly. And for that, Bobby and Whitney need to lose some teeth. But did you see the previews for next week? Because Bobby Chris jumps out of line again, and Bobby says to the cameras, turn the cameras off, like he's about to wear her little chubby behind out. You know. It's so weird and crazy to say, but thank God for Bobby. Is that, how crazy is that? Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. I just have a question about my career.
Okay.
I went to college and I got a degree in criminal justice, but it's not working for me. And I wanted to go into the communications field, and I wanted to know what's the best way to go about doing that.
Well, the communications field is a very big field. There are a number of ways you can go. Exactly what do you want to do?
I want to do radio. I was thinking about something in the technical aspect, like the boards or something, but I'm not sure.
Well, you don't need a degree, first of all, to get into radio. Okay. Although it's always nice to have. Mm-hmm. I would suggest you start small, you know, and I hope you're a fast learner, technically speaking. I mean, a criminal justice major says nothing about you knowing how to work a board. You know, I know this sounds like a fun job and everything like that, but there is a certain degree of knowledge that you have to have and a certain degree of insiderdom that you have to have. Okay. You know, you just can't, you know, pop into my profession and think you're going to do the damn thing because criminal justice didn't work out for you.
All right.
Do you have children?
No.
Where do you live?
I live in the Bronx.
Yeah. Well, chances are where'd you go to school?
John Jay.
Okay, so you've been in New York all your life, and you're thinking you're just going to pop up in a New York radio station, the #1 market in the world, and run a board. I lead the charge on. I'm not letting that happen. I will not let people just slide into my business and treat it like some kind of throwaway thing. I mean, you know, you can laugh, but I'm very serious about it because I hunted this down and worked so hard for it. I'll be damned. So what I would suggest you do is, if you're interested in radio, maybe what you want to do is enroll in radio courses at the school that specializes in radio. Now, if you got your 4-year degree, then maybe you want to do something like the New York School of Broadcast or something like that. At that school, sure, it says broadcast in the title, but you'll learn about the technical aspect of radio. Upon receiving your degree, you might want to relocate to a smaller market, someplace, Albuquerque, New Mexico or something, and start from the bottom like I did. And I wish you well.
Okay, thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You know how I'm protective over it, you know. And there are a lot of people who just slide through the doors, and more power to them because they apparently weren't hired by, you know, somebody like me who'd be like, what? You want to slip in how? No, you got to work. Hello?
Hi, Wendy.
How are you?
I'm fine. I have a little snafu in my life.
Okay. Go ahead. Hello?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm engaged to get married this September.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from the New York area. I kind of cheated on my fiance, but I cheated on with a family member. And my thing is, the family member says they wouldn't say anything. I don't want to say anything.
Okay, whose family member? Your family member?
No, my fiance's.
All right, that wedding is over, and so is your, reputation.
So?
Yes.
Look.
We've been engaged. Okay, we've been together about 5 years. Been engaged for 2.
And?
Are you serious?
Yeah, it would be so over. I could never forgive you. I could forgive the family member possibly, but I could never forgive you. And not only that, not only would I break up with you, but I'd do it all loud and wild and violent. I'd post signs on the neighborhood light poles. Yes, I would. I would email blast everybody at your job. I would tell your parents. I would tell everybody in your family.
Wendy, you're scaring me already.
But I'm just being real with you. You know what? It's bad enough that you cheated, but when you cheat with a family member, this is not even correctable, and I don't care that I've been with you for 5 years and we've been engaged for 2. That's why I stayed engaged to your ass for 2 years, because when I gave you the ring, I wasn't sure I wanted to marry you anyway, because an engagement is only supposed to be a year.
I cannot believe you're doing this. Are you serious?
I am very serious. And do you have kids? Because whether you do or not,
we don't have any kids together.
Okay, well, that makes it easier to break up then, because I was going to say then we'll just take care of the kids apart from each other.
I mean, financially, and we invested a lot into this wedding and relationship.
If you put so much into it, and then you threw it all away when you slept with my family member.
Wow, you're serious.
Yeah.
Well, you have a good day then.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
She doesn't want to hear what I have to say, but here's the thing, right? If you just slept with some extraneous... Hello?
Hello?
Hi, hang on for 1 second. If you just slept with some extraneous man from the next state, nobody'd ever find out about it. That would just be you and your conscience. But she slept with a family member, plus you could hear she sounded young, and you know that the family member... What? She thinks she's going to get away with that? That is not a secret that is safe forever. That is not a... No. And then she hung up because she didn't want to hear it. By the way, I'm going to tell you all about the place to get celebrity style wigs, hair pieces, and whatnot. Her name is Hadia Barbell. Just give me a moment. I'm going to give you the information. Hi, woman. I'm sorry.
Hey, Wendy. How are you?
I'm doing well.
I love you, and I love your show.
Thanks.
I'm calling from Atlanta, and I got an issue.
Okay.
I like this guy in my office. He's really cute, and we talk all the time, but he has halitosis, and I need to find a way to tell him because we're going on our first date this weekend.
Uh-oh. Okay, so he could have like a half a filling or something in the back, and then the food just gets lodged. I mean, halitosis is a number of things. He could need a dental checkup because maybe he has a cavity that's not yet feeling the fire, but the food is getting caught in there. Or he needs to brush his tongue. Or it could be something that he eats. I mean, there are a number of things. But you want to know what?
What?
It's best to tell him on your first date.
How?
Than to...
Well, I'm going to say your breast thing.
You know what? You sound like a real cute girl. Are you cute?
Yes.
I love your giggle. Don't you love her personality? Don't you think if you were a guy that if she kept up this same bubbleation that she'd be able to get away with saying, I really like you and I could see it, but there's one thing about you. Do you want a piece of gum?
And I've done that because he comes in.
No. Okay. You got to do it when you're both sitting in the car and talking, or when you're standing at your front door before you go in for the night.
Okay.
And you keep up the bubbly, keep up this same personality. Your personality is cute enough that I'd let it slide.
Okay.
I'd be like, give me the gum, yo.
Okay.
I'll go to the dentist on Monday, damn you. Now give me a moment to chew it and then we'll kiss, or can I get a rain check?
Rain check on the kissing.
Yeah. Well, you know what? No, let him say that.
But when he breathes, I can smell it.
Ooh.
It's like, and when we're talking, I'm holding my breath, and I'm light-skinned, so I'm almost red.
Oh, damn.
And I'm like, okay, either he forgot to brush when he came down from there,
what does it smell like? Do you know what that nasty breath smells like when a person, say, reaches about maybe 35 years old, if there's teeth rot? Like, you know an older person's teeth rot smell?
It smells like somebody forgot to flush the toilet.
Ooh. All right.
Okay.
Keep up the bubbly personality.
Okay.
And if I were you, I would say something, because after all, nothing ventured, nothing gained. You're not in love with him. It's only one date. If you smile and offer gum and say, no, really, take the gum. Read between the lines. There's something I have to tell you. And keep that giggle going.
Okay, I will.
Keep the giggle going, though.
I promise.
Never lose the smile on your face and the giggle in your breath as you talk to him about it, and he will forgive you.
Okay.
And take heed.
Okay.
Okay, and good luck with your date.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi. It's his Vice Hour. It's Wendy. Hi.
How are you?
Doing well.
I have a question, Wendy.
Okay.
Name is Tiffany. My boyfriend had passed away about a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since then, basically I want to know what your idea of how you feel. I've been with his best friend.
He passed away a year ago?
Yeah.
Well, he's never going to find out.
I know, but, I mean, how do you feel about that? Like, I get negative aspects from it, and I get...
Well, okay. Let me ask you this. How long had you been together prior to your boyfriend getting or dying?
A year and a half.
A year and a half. Were you engaged or anything?
No, but I love him a lot, but it seems like his best friend was just like the closest thing to me.
It happens. That's how I was going to ask you, how did this all come about? That kind of thing happens through the grieving process. Does his family know that does your deceased
No,
boyfriend?
that's the thing.
No, hold on. Yeah. Does your deceased boyfriend's family know that you were loving and absolutely true to their son before he passed?
Yes, but this is the thing. We're keeping it on the DL, and I wanted to go further, and I tell him my aspect of it. Like, I feel like we were we were drawn together because of that, and maybe he wants us to be together because we were the two closest people in his life.
So who's blocking this? Because I couldn't even see why it is that, your boyfriend has been deceased for how long?
A year.
Okay.
He's the one blocking it. His best friend. He said that it can't be.
Why does your deceased boyfriend have siblings that your present boyfriend is friends with?
No, and they don't live around here no more. And nothing.
Yeah, I was going to say. So then, why are you keeping ties with his family if it's done? And I hate to say that, but.
Yeah, I don't. I honestly don't anymore because I feel like if I keep in contact with them. It's bringing me down because I'm trying to trying to move on a little bit.
Something similar to this happened to me when I was young, and it changed the dynamics of me relating to the family to virtually non-existent. I mean, I moved on with my life. You grieve, you move on, and that's that.
Right. But it's like his best friend is like, I want to be with him. Like, honestly, since my boyfriend passed, he's the only person that I feel comfortable with that I want to be.
You don't have to say.
But the thing is, he only calls me when he wants, when he wants something.
Oh, well, God, why did you say that in the beginning? He doesn't care about you like that. He only cares about the sex. Move on.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, move on. You're the one becoming emotionally attached. He only wants the booty, and it's familiar booty. It's grieving booty, which, if you ask Art, is sometimes the best booty. Right, Art? Yeah. I remember Art was telling us a story. Well, I'll tell you on the radio. Anyway, if I were you, I'd move on.
All right. Thank you, Wendy.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. I got the hair information, but first, Art's story is something like Art was at a young woman's house, and she found out her grandmother passed away, and it was some of the best sex he'd ever had in his life. He felt bad because it started out being a jump off type situation, and that's where it stayed. But all of a sudden, she needed his arms to hold on to or whatever to, keep her. She got the phone call while Art was there just before he was about to, I guess, get it in. Right, Art? That's kind of the story.
You're right. Keep on telling it. You're right.
No, now I got to pass along the hair story because I don't want you to tell me that this break is about to be done.
Well, it is actually.
It is?
You got like 30 seconds.
Okay. Well, you go to www.Hadia, HADIIYA, Hadia Barbell, BARBEL. HadiaBarbell.com does wigs for so many people, including Ashanti. She does hair pieces. She's constantly flying around the United States and Europe with the celebrities doing stuff. And she's based in New York, but her website is a full showroom. Plus, she's got all kinds of funky T-shirts. Here's her telephone number. You can call her. 646-261-9157. Hadia Barbell is the one she did the wig for me in the Source magazine, the issue that's coming out in September. It's a real showgirl. It's a nice human hair, all the color marcations and stuff. I like her stuff. Hadia, HADIIYA, YABARBEL. HadiaBarbell.com. 646-261-9157.
Wendy, man.
Yesterday, I don't know if you heard Little Flip gave you a nice shout out on 106 and Park. He was just shouting you out because you broke Sunshine before everyone was playing, and he said after you played it, the whole country started.
Of course!
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Oh, ow. CeCe Peniston's coming in next hour, everybody, and then Tiara Marie will be in the hour after. We'll talk to her. In the meantime, WBLS is welcoming Richard Smallwood live at the Hammerstein Ballroom. That's going to be on Wednesday, August 24th. Richard Smallwood. Who's that? Well, I have to tell you. Special guest Shaka Khan. See, now all of a sudden stuff is judged up. Jennifer Holliday. Aretha Franklin, Roberta Flack, Kathleen Battle, the Clark sisters, and more. Richard Smallwood. Is he a gospel singer?
He's a gospel artist.
Oh, thank you. Who's that? One of our church friends who just called?
Yeah.
Okay. Woo! Okay, so this show is going down Wednesday, August 24th. At the Hammerstein Ballroom. A very exciting show. Tickets are on sale now. And I guess you get with the Hammerstein Ballroom box office or something like that. They'll give you the information pertaining to that. Mm-hmm. What's up for the weekend? I'm going to be over at Exit hosting a rooftop party on Sunday night. That's going to be a lot of fun. A little listening party for the CD that turns into a full-blown extravaganza, and everybody's admitted free. Everybody who's of age between 10 p.m. and midnight on Sunday at Club Exit. So the rooftop too. No rain this weekend, so you know what it's going to be like on the roof. Crazy. And smoky. Crazy and smoky. Dale Hughley this weekend. That's on my list of things to do. I was at the Home Depot this morning setting everything up. I bought, a little can of paint. Got to do a touch-up project. I love working around the house. Couple things to cook on my agenda. I got to go to the Exit. I got to go to Baltimore for the Crab Fest. Monday I'm going to L.A. for a meeting. But on my TV agenda, because I do a full agenda for the weekend. Oh, I got a book meeting on Sunday, too, with Karen Hunter, my writer. But on my agenda is also to catch as many Being Bobby Browns in between everything as possible. I have a new book to start, which I was going to read on the flight. But I want to catch Weekends at the DL. And that's real. On Comedy Central. I did not have confidence when I first heard that he was going to be hosting a nighttime talk show. And when I first heard about it, it was maybe 8 months ago, and it was supposed to be for network TV, like channel 2, 4, 7, 11, like that, 5 days a week. And they always compare anything that's black that's going to be late night. This is where Arsenio left off. And I'm like, and you're going to put DL there? But that was better than hearing originally it was Brian McKnight was going to, fill in where Arsenio Hall left off. I'm like, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Weekends at the DL. Like, I know he's funny. Doesn't mean that he can hold down a talk show. But Comedy Central's giving him his trial run. Because if he does good here, then maybe they'll let him fan out and do 5 days a week. Or maybe a network will pick him up. Or maybe he'll get a $50 million contract to stay at Comedy Central. Or some damn thing.
Free chicken.
Well, I'm going to check out Weekends at the DL. And I encourage you to do the same thing. We can talk about it. I'm not going to be here Monday. We can talk about it on Tuesday. It's a brand new, they say, different kind of party. And it's on Friday nights, new episode on Saturday night. They say new episode on Sunday night. So 3 different episodes, 11 p.m., Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on Comedy Central. So, try to get one of the nights. And then we can talk about it, next week. Weekends at the DL, huh? Okay. I think we should continue on because, this is Advice Hour. And then CeCe Peniston's coming in.
People are loving the music, so, hook me up with one.
Oh, then we're going to keep it going?
All right.
I know we played Hit and Run the other day, but why do I feel like hearing that again?
Play it again.
No, I don't. I mean, I get so much different stuff. Nipple to the bottle. I love Grace Jones. I just love to hear, just, I'm not going to do the Got to go deep. SOS Band, what?
Uh-oh.
What? D-Train, what? Where do you want to go? Whispers, Gap Band, MFSB, where do you want to go with this?
RuPaul, let it work.
No, we just played RuPaul the other day.
But I love that song.
I love it too, Miss Artie. I love it too. I can't. All right, let me just look through and decide. But anyway, more music, because after all, everybody, we're the home of today's R&B and classic soul. And the Wendy Williams Experience. It's 107.5 WBLS. A Royal Night of Comedy is coming to Newark, New Jersey, starring one of the original kings of comedy, Steve Harvey, with special guest, the original queen of comedy, some more. Oh, this is going to be great. Saturday, September 10th, at the New Jersey Performing Arts Center, located at 1 Center Street, Newark, New Jersey. Tickets go on sale Saturday, August 6th. For tickets and information, call NJ Pack box office toll free at 888-GO-NJ-PAC, 888-466-5722. That's 888-466-5722. Or go online to njpack.org. Trust me, you don't want to miss this show, so call now. A Royal Night of Comedy starring the hilarious Steve Harvey and the incomparable some more at the New Jersey Performing Arts Center, Saturday, September 10th. Be there.
Another REG production.
Wendy Williams rocking your station, dropping hits across the whole nation. Wendy Williams rocking your afternoon.
This is exclusively
Wendy's got the heat.
Revenge is a payback. You should get Wendy Williams and this is Tupac, so you know who said it. Experience. How you doing?
I'm a homo, I like guys.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
All right, somebody go get Wendy, please. Oh. How you doing? In the house? How you doing? At the house? Oh. Jason, where is she?
She's coming.
So she's coming? I'm the life of the party. How you doing? Thank God it's Friday. Here she is, y'all.
I'm sorry. You know what I was doing? I was in the other room doing a commercial for a party I'm hosting in Philly next Thursday night at Transit Nightclub. Ooh. Yeah, Keisha Cole and DJ SNS. Next Thursday at Transit. Art, your applause are always too loud. Don't think it goes unnoticed. Please. Come on.
You deserve more than that.
By the way, this is Advice Hour right now, everyone, and I realized that I was on that story about Rain Pryor, and I meant to start off Advice Hour with the rest of that story from the hour before. So let me just finish this up really quick. So Jennifer Lee, who's married to Richard Pryor right now, is apparently suing Rain and a movie maker by the name of Penelope Spheris. And apparently Jennifer has power of attorney and legal action and whatnot over the entire Pryor situation. But this is what Rain says about his father's wife. My father's wife is using his name to activate a lawsuit against me. That's it. It's a strange set of affairs. I don't exactly know where the lawsuit comes from. Okay, so, dear Wendy, I need your help. I'm a 40-plus-year-old woman, and I look damn good. I've been married to my husband for 20 years, and we have children together, but here's my issue. My husband ignores me when he's at home, and when it comes down to getting that loving, it's straight up drive-by. Bend over, fire 2 shots, and keep it moving. I love that description. I mean, it's a terrible way to think about it, but wow, how descriptive. Bend over, fire 2 shots, and keep it moving. It's over before you realize what the hell happened, Wendy, but that's my boo. I love him, and he loves me, but he takes me for granted. I'm the major breadwinner. I take care of the kids. I cook, I clean, and it all goes unnoticed. If we fall short on bills, he won't even look to doing overtime to pick up the slack. But here comes the drama. I met this man, and we took interest in each other. After 6 months of talking back and forth, we were slapping skins. The part that's killing me is that this is a 40-plus-year-old woman, and, you have to keep in mind that the mentality of what it was is not what it is anymore. I mean, hell, Whitney's 40-plus. Fire. Hell, me and this woman, although I'm not a 40-plus, we're in the peer group, and I would say something like this. So I have to keep in mind, I'm loving you, woman. Let me get back to your facts. She said, where'd she say about slapping skins? Okay, after 6 months of talking back and forth, we were slapping skins. Let me tell you, the man laid me out, Wendy. I get moist just thinking about it. He did things to me I only dreamt about. No drive-by, honey, here. No more drama. He's married. No, excuse me. Now more drama. Artie, you can play the horns. He's married too. He got emotionally attached and started talking about the future with me, so I decided to fall back and not get intimate anymore. Girl, he got all bent out of shape and defensive, started acting like my drawers stank. I want to still be friends with him because I like him as a person, but with all the other issues involved, should I still pursue a friendship because I don't have many friends, or should I just let it go? Signed, Lonely and Confused. Lonely and Confused, you should just let this go, because I got to tell you something. Jumping off is not about being friends. You know what I'm saying? It's about getting your skin slapped and moving on. And he broke the rule by catching feelings. He started catching like he's married and talking about planning their life together. Is he out of his mind? Is he out of his mind? No, leave him alone. And by the way, since you love your husband so much, look, why don't you all just have a chat before you get yourself into some trouble? You and your husband, why don't you try to go to some counseling and work things out proper? Like, I can tell you love your husband, and I can clearly tell that you know the rules of jumping off, but you just ran into a bad one. But you know what? That was your sign. You don't need to be jumping off anyway. Try to work things out with your husband, Mama. I like your spirit. Good luck. Shout out to all the fathers. Guess what? There's another event going on for you. It's called the Million Father March. Are you ready? Okay. Fathers from 100 cities nationwide, including Chicago, New York, Los Angeles, Atlanta, are expected to participate in the Million Father March. I'm going to give you a website so you can find out more information. It's a movement urging men to accompany their kids to school on the first day of school for the 2005-2006 school year. Yeah, it's so important, Zoe, that you shouldn't have to have a damn march for it. Well, then why are you... play the crickets. Yeah.
Zoe.
Fall back, Zoe. Here's the executive director of the Black Star Project, Philip Jackson. Here's what he says. A father who actively participates in the educational and social development of the child should be invaluable and irreplaceable. Fathers, grandfathers, foster fathers, stepfathers, uncles, cousins, big brothers, significant male givers, family friends are all urged to participate in the march. Men and women of all races are encouraged to participate. The Million Father March will... Wait until you hear about the rest of what they plan on doing. Oh, and then I'll give you the website. Plus, CeCe Peniston's coming in. Keep it here, everybody.
Wendy, man. I am
I'm looking for a type of job in which I can teach females how to give good professionals. I'm very interested in that. I'm very good at it.
The Wendy
You're in a privileged position to learn a thing or two. Keep your mouth shut and your eyes open.
Wendy Williams.
Yeah, this is Ghostface.
What up, what up? Holla at your boys, Jay-Z.
Hey, yo, this is Busta Rhymes.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Yeah, this Cassidy the problem. Full Surface is the label. J Records cutting their checks and Rough Riders is the family. Right now, you listening to the Wendy Williams Experience. It's big business. You heard that easy.
The Wendy Williams Experience, it's the hour of truth. Okay, before we bring CeCe Peniston in, let me just finish telling you about this Million Father March. So, like I started to tell you, oh gosh, there's an intern stampede going on.
People gave her graffiti.
Okay, is that
yours.
that's legendary? Is that new music?
No, it's legendary.
Okay, good. Then you know what song. Well, I got to have her come in on it properly. Mm-hmm. Anyway, for the Million Father March. So this is what they want from you black men on your kids' first day back to school. They want at least 100 of you posted near the front door of the school. They're talking about people whose kids go to schools with sizable black populations now. Because by you posting up near the front door of the school, they say you're creating an honor guard of strong, positive men supporting your children. And black men, this includes the elementary schools and the high schools, colleges and universities, the preschools, the nursery schools, Head Start, public, private, parochial, religious schools, urban, suburban, and rural. Only so you can go back to being, if you're no good the next day. What is the point of this? Well, if you're interested in finding out more information about the Million Father March, and listen to the tagline, 1 million black men to lead the nation back to school. It's the Million Father March. You can go to blackstarproject.org. Blackstarproject.org. Art, will you be escorting Madison back to school on her first day?
No, I do that all the time. I don't need a march to do that.
And he does. No matter what you hear about the toe-isms and everything on the show, he's got some real soft pink times with his daughter and stuff. Anyway. Jason, open the door and keep it open. Art, hit the music. All right. We gotta love. Yeah, girl. It's CeCe Peniston in the studio on the Wendy Williams Experience. She's got her Starbucks and her water.
Oh, yeah, ready.
Army green slacks, a crystal embellished belt, a peach colored shirt, fabulous gold rhinestone mules. What is that, a size 7 you wear?
7.5.
Jeez, you look fabulous. And I see a wedding ring.
Yeah.
Do tell.
Yeah, I just got married like 2 years ago in Maui. Yeah.
Now, are you married to a manager or somebody in the business or something?
No, he's not in the business. And I like it like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, pull your mic down a little bit more. We haven't heard from you in so long that we need to hear every word.
Yeah, he swept me off my feet, cooked for me, rubbed my feet, fed me pineapples. I was like, get rid of all your women.
Yeah.
This one right here. Don't even play.
How long did you date before you actually married him?
About 5 years, 6 years.
Now, do you guys have children?
No, not yet.
Do you have children at all?
No.
Does he have children already?
No.
Wow. So you really start from, you create with it.
And I wanted that because I wanted that experience where, the experience where he hadn't been through it before.
Right. Exactly. Well, CeCe Peniston, everybody, in case you don't know, was the first female artist to perform in South Africa after the end of apartheid. She's also a former Miss Black Arizona. Good for you. Those were so many years ago. You don't even like to be reminded of that.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Well, you know what? This is all the stuff that CeCe's built on.
Well, I believe that because, it taught me a lot about poise and doing interviews and just, just stage presence, just everything. So
Yeah.
I feel like it was a really good thing.
Yeah. So now you in New York City tonight. You're performing at the Shadow nightclub.
Yeah.
I understand you performed last night at the Sugar Bar.
Oh, that was real spontaneous, though.
Oh, you were just there having fun?
I was just there chilling with some of my buddies.
And then what happens? Somebody throws on the 12-inch of one of your songs, and then they pass you the microphone?
No, they saw that I was in the house. Andre was there. I was there with Jason Diva from, Freckles.
Oh, from Making the Band. Uh-huh.
Yeah, we were out there, and my road manager, James Ingram. No, not that James Ingram.
Okay.
And we were just hanging out, and they said, are you going to, sing a little something? I was like, sure.
Yeah.
So then they played a little bit of Finally, and I did Inseparable. And
yeah.
Just, one of the guys was sitting in the audience, and I started singing to him, and he came up and sang with me.
Did you do Inside That I Cry?
I didn't.
I love that song. Zoe loves that song too. Zoe, one of my Girl Fridays, she's a young girl, but she is like a CeCe Penistonologist. She knows everything about you.
Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you. Thank you. That's love. Thank you.
Zoe. So, is it true, the story that follows you, at least the way I got it, is that you were originally signed as a tax write-off and then you blew up unlike anybody expected?
See, Wendy, there you go.
No, there goes the legend, and that's part of why we like to have the artist in here to,
You know what?
correct.
What happened was I just, I did Finally did really well. Really, Finally started off as a poem.
Yeah.
I was just chilling. They were like, I did background vocals for somebody else, and they were like, we love Finally. So then Finally did well, went to #1. So they had no choice but to give me some love.
Yeah,
I made them give me some love.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were thinking, but I made them give me some
And
love.
then off that same CD, we got Love Thang. And how many CDs did you put out in your prime?
I put out a total of 3 CDs. And I just put out another CD out in 2001.
Yeah, we're going to talk about your recent material. I understand you're back in the studio working on music now.
Yeah.
I also understand that you tried out for Dreamgirls, the film version that Beyonce and them are in. You tried out for the role of Effie?
Yeah.
Now, if you didn't get Effie, did you land somewhere in the cast, or that's that?
Actually, I haven't received word back yet.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted that had been suggested because they said they really liked the audition, but I'm waiting to hear news back to see what's going on.
Yeah, that's good.
Don't pay me to eat.
So, let me just look at the CD cover. Girl, you aged nice.
Thank you.
You look real good, CeCe.
Thank you.
Keep
you
on
good
walking.
too, girl. I haven't seen you in a minute.
Thank you. Thank you. So, an artist like you can go on forever performing because your music is legendary. It's that kind of music that will never go out of style. People are always in the mood for happy, feel good. We didn't have problems back then when it was popular club music. Yeah. How many weeks a year do you spend touring?
Well, I don't really tour. I usually do shows like on the weekend.
Spot dates?
Yeah, I do spot dates. I do shows on the weekends and then I'm at home. Right now it's been a lot different because I've been doing the auditions. I did a cartoon for children. I did voiceovers for that. I do little kids' voices called Farentina. And I've just been moving a lot more lately.
Now, when you travel around the spot dates, because you don't have any kids to leave behind, so you can really get your hustle on and stack your paper.
Yeah.
Does your husband travel with you?
He does sometimes because he's doing his own thing.
What does he do?
He's into real estate.
Oh,
and he
nice.
does film editing and stuff too.
Yeah.
So,
So now you still live in Arizona?
Yeah.
That's where you call home. What part of Arizona is that? Scottsdale?
I live in Glendale, which is like about 40 minutes from Scottsdale.
Now you're so creamy and milky. Where is your tan? The sun out there fries everybody to a crisp.
I am not that light. You are not.
No, yes you are. Yes
No,
you are.
I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
You's a light-skinned sister, CeCe.
It goes in phases. Sometimes I'm a little browner than others.
Yeah. What do you use? SPF 100 to live out there in Arizona?
No.
Like no convertible, no nothing. You just stay in the house.
That's right. I'm going to Miami, just so you know, in like 1 or 2 days.
Are
actually
you?
tomorrow, so I'm gonna be on the beach, and I'm gonna get it handled. So don't worry.
Yeah. Listen, in your prime, CeCe, were you a real diva?
I had moments.
Yeah. And what would you diva out? Take us through it, and we love it. We mean that in the best way here on the show. What was on your ride, or what would you want?
I'm not real. I'm pretty simple. Some Moet. I like me a good massage, facial.
Okay.
Spa, all that. Gotta have the limo. Gotta have the flowers. Gotta have, of course, the pay. Gotta have the per diem. Gotta have, the free meal. Just Bath and Body Works, stuff like that. I don't ask for a lot. If I don't need it, I don't really care about it.
Yeah, and who was part of your entourage? Because I know, with age comes wisdom regarding a lot of things, and one being the people who hang out with you. Did you have a large entourage back then?
Not really. I had probably about 5 band members, about 4 dancers, 2 background vocalists. And then that was pretty much it. Maybe once in a while, one of my girls would come out on the road with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just keep it real. Who was ever my friend before I got into business was my friend after I got into business. And then I met a couple of beautiful people along the way.
Yeah.
And
Art is from Philly, and Art was telling me a story about you at being friends with Rosalind from Philly. So I'll just leave it to shout out to Rosalind.
Yeah, give her some love. Hey, Roz.
How you doing?
What up?
How old were you when you lost your virginity? Approximately.
Actually, I was a late bloomer.
Were you?
Yeah, I was like 18.
That's late for these days.
Yeah, I was 18.
How old were you at the time that finally came out? Approximately.
I was 21. 22.
Did you go buck wild? Because if you lost your virginity at 18, you were wildly famous by 21, 22.
No, not really, because I was the type I like to be more in a relationship.
Okay.
Than just to be out there like that.
Were you ever involved with anybody famous during these times? Anybody that took you through it? I mean, it's old news now, but this is CeCe Peniston, everybody.
Never talk about what goes on behind closed doors.
Even when it's been over for 20 years?
Even when it's been over.
I got you. So your mom back in the day was your manager?
Yeah.
How did that end? Did you have to fire her? Did you, Ma, we conflict, like that?
That's why I love you.
But really, because I understand now you're managed by the same person who manages Maya, and her father is no longer managing her. Am I correct?
Yeah, well, she was my manager for a long time, and
Your mom.
Yeah, and she's not going to go out on the road and travel with me and all that. And she's like, baby, I can only take you so far. So, Lindsay, came along, and he's doing a really good job with me, and I'm happy.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you. And so, what do you think about the artists these days getting money really quick and then fizzling out? You have music that will last a lifetime.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, keeping it real, if you can get it all up front, I mean, get it while you can.
Yeah.
Because you never know what may happen along the way.
Yeah.
It's just really how the business is going because of the way that the music business is changing, how artists are being promoted.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get a little extra up front, that one single's going to do good. A lot of people make, like when finally first came out, I was on the road for almost a year.
Wow.
And that's when I thought I made my most money doing that.
And were you ever a multimillionaire?
Yeah.
Nice. And did you spend wildly?
Yeah. You gotta have fun with it. If God blesses you with it, you gotta have fun with it.
Now,
my thing was shoes and clothes and,
The years following those 3 CDs, was there ever a point where you were like broke and had to work a regular job selling Lancome at Macy's or something like that?
You know what? Never had to work a regular job.
Oh, good for you.
Never had to work a regular job.
Good for you.
Now, there's some good months and there were some bad months. But, hey, that's part of the business. And, thank goodness, we're finally, with me writing finally, the checks still keep coming.
Well, you participated in the 2000 Olympics just by having that song finally, right?
Yeah.
And you've made appearances on Regis and, then was Kathy Lee and Rosie O'Donnell and Jay Leno. And do you ever get asked to do great Hollywood parties? Because I can see somebody like Ellen DeGeneres, who's a friend in my head, inviting you till this day to her house to sing, at a party. You do just that kind of music.
You know what? I wouldn't mind doing something like that. I haven't, been asked to do a lot of that. I've been asked to attend, not really perform. But hey, I wouldn't mind. I think Ellen would be a lot of fun anyway.
Yeah.
She'd really be getting her groove on real cute.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. So, you toured with Grace Jones at one point. And now, did you open for her? She opened for you? How does that work? Because you're both so great. I couldn't figure out who would do what.
Thank you. Actually, we were doing the Wiz together.
Oh.
I had a lot of fun with Grace. Grace just kept me crying because you just never know what to expect with her. I was just loving her.
Yeah. So, when's the last time that you did something with her? Because I would imagine some of the shows that you do, like I know tonight at the Shadow in Manhattan, it's just going to be you by yourself.
Yeah.
But I would imagine a lot of what you do involves like some sort of old school dance diva reunion where you write run into the Fonda Rays and the Grace Jones and you and Jody Watley and all like that?
Well, you know what? That does happen, but a lot of times you'll have already been in the city or you're going to a city where the artists are going next.
Yeah.
So we haven't really... The last show I did with like some artists, it was me, Evelyn Champagne King with Martha Wash. We did a show.
Nice.
Me, Robin Ness, and the Pointer Sisters, Bonnie Pointer.
Right.
So it just depends on what's going on. Then I did an R&B show in D.C. with a band. So I do like a variety of shows.
Yeah. It's not, well, the point is that you're flexible enough to get paid, and your music transcends color lines to continue to get you paid.
Yeah.
You know, which is a great thing. So now, how's your health doing? And I ask that just because why not? You know, like you asked that to Toni Braxton and she'll give you a plethora of things. I was just reading in the Ebony magazine where she was talking about, you know, she had a little heart, you know, tick, tick, tick. And at the time, you know, of her trying to get pregnant or in between pregnancies, she also had, you know, the fibroids. She's talked with us on the show about this before. But oftentimes you ask people about their health and you're still a young woman.
You never know. Yeah, that's right. Y'all know I'm 21. Wendy, come on.
Forever 21.
Okay.
Forever 21. So good for you. So now, who's in your family who's still a part of your camp? Your mother's no longer your manager.
No, but she's still working with me.
Okay.
He's my manager, but we still do all work together. I have my mother who's working with me. My road manager, James Ingram.
Yeah.
I say that because people always wonder if that's him, and he's always doing all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, then I have... that's it.
Yeah.
It's just my manager, Lindsay, my mother, and
keeping
James.
it simple.
Yeah, and then my husband, he works along with us, helping us.
How did you meet your husband?
In the gym, working out. Yeah. I said, if a brother likes me when I'm looking rough,
yeah,
let me get cute. Let me get my hair done and put some makeup on and get some clothes on.
Did he know you were CeCe Peniston?
He said that he didn't know. But I believe that he did. He said he figured out after he seen me like a few times. He said he thought I was trying to be cute. He said I was on the treadmill. He said I lifted up my shirt so he could see my badonkadonk. You know what I mean? I was like, I wasn't doing that. He's like, yes, you were.
Wow. And so then you guys met in the gym and you dated for like 4 years. Then you got married.
Yeah, about 5 years.
Isn't that great? That's nice. Well, it's really nice to see you, CeCe Peniston. Zoe, is there anything that real CeCe enthusiasts would want to know that I forgot to ask CeCe Peniston?
No, I think you did a very thorough interview.
Are you sure there's nothing else?
No.
Thank you, Zoe.
I'm satisfied.
Thank you, Zoe. And would you perhaps like to excuse yourself from the taping and maybe get an autograph or something like that? I know we frown upon doing that with the Girl Fridays here on the show. Art immediately wants to put you all's head on the chopping block when you do things like that. But we're
give a shout out.
Oh, go ahead. Do some shout out.
I want to give a shout out to Ramon and Tony Everett from H&M.
All right.
Hooking me up with the clothes tonight, so
we love H&M.
Okay,
thank you, CeCe Peniston. Yeah. Everybody, keep it here.
It's Wendy, man.
Me and my wife have been married for 15 years. They threatened to leave.
What did you do?
Had a problem with drugs.
You got the drug voice.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Just asking, what's your drug of choice?
You name it.
Coke?
Yeah.
Weed?
Yeah.
Crack?
Yeah.
Heroin?
Yeah.
E-pills?
Yeah.
Whippets?
Alcohol.
Gorilla?
Yeah.
PCP?
Yeah.
The Wendy Williams Experience. Wow. Wendy Williams.
Every state wanna be like, wanna look like, wanna act like, wanna dress like, wanna sound like, style still in clone ass, biting ass everywhere, non-reality scene.
Wendy Williams Experience.
One guest down, one to go. Tiara Marie comes in next hour, everybody. But in the meantime, it's me and you. And shout out to Kat listening. Hey. Kat, thank you so much for reminding me about Kathy Griffin's The D-List last night on Bravo. A fabulous little show. I loved it. Kathy Griffin, Kathy and I are actually very cool with each other. Kathy, I like your show. You know, there's a lot of insight on that show, The D-List. It's on Bravo, and I like how they have it positioned. You know, sometimes they put a sucky show on before a good show because they're trying to get you to watch the sucky show while you're waiting for being Bobby Brown or something like that, which would be the good show for us. I urge you to get to being Bobby Brown. Get to Bravo early on Thursday nights and watch the D-List Kathy Griffin. And Bravo, I see what you're doing. Because by the end of August, we might be being Bobby Brown out. And then you're going to do a thons of the D-List with Kathy Griffin. Which, I'll take it. I like it. Am I the only one who saw that? Me and Kat? Eminem's doing a Showtime special. Well, August 8th and 9th. It's going to be Madison Square Garden. He's going to be taping for a concert special that's going to air in December. So now I don't know whether, I imagine he's selling tickets. Does everybody know that Eminem is going to be in town next week? Well, here in New York, at Madison Square Garden. Yeah, that would be the Anger Management Tour. I mean, I know they're touring. I just didn't realize that next week they'll be here. Well, that's going to be the show that they're taping for, Showtime in December. Why did they tell you about that ahead of time? Then if you're going to buy tickets for the show, you might as well just wait, you know?
It's like to look good.
Yeah, well, 50, D12 and blah, blah, blah. And so, look for that show on Showtime in December. December. Oh, you know what? And so Snoop is officially in business with Lee Iacocca. I know I was telling you the other day that Missy Elliott is doing voices for the Chrysler spots, and they weren't sure whether they wanted to include her image with the spots. But apparently, Lee Iacocca, who's now 80, is buddies with Snoop. They, at least they appear as buddies in the commercial for Chrysler. I maybe these commercials are playing. Maybe they're just getting ready to do them. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't seen it yet. Anyway, they're going to be on the golf course together, being buds, If Lee Iacocca says any of that Izzle talk, which is so 2001, if he does any of that stuff... At the end of the TV spot, though, this is what Snoop says. If the ride is more fly, then you must buy. And so Iacocca says to him at the end of the commercial, that's what I hear. Oh, no. Yeah. Well, this ad is part of a $75 million ad campaign that's also going to include Jason Alexander from Seinfeld. We've already seen him with George Steinbrenner. Or is that Iacocca? I get him confused. Who's sitting at the desk for Jason Alexander's Chrysler commercial? Is that Lee Iacocca?
Should be.
No, but do you remember when Seinfeld, dude worked for Steinbrenner? Worked for the Yankees? That's right. And I'm getting my old white men confused now. Anyway, congratulations. I say all that to say with Snoop. Mm-hmm. A woman cut off her lover's penis. And she's going to jail for 8 years.
Wow.
How do women think that they can get away with that? I know the only way that you could probably get away with it is if you say that you had your monthly. Wow. Because men don't really know how to take it, when you say I was premenstrual or whatever, cramping. A woman sliced off her lover's penis with a knife and got sentenced to 8 years in prison. This just happened on Monday after the jury spent more than 7 hours deliberating. Apparently, it was a violent crime against her. She claimed that she was abused and raped by the man. Her name is Delmi Ruiz. And she's 49 years old, and she showed no emotion when she heard the sentence. She had requested probation, but the prosecutor recommended 20 years in prison, so now she's going to jail for 8 years. The jury's deliberation was tough, they say, partly because they were sympathetic. Miss Ruiz, like I said, is 49. She's from El Salvador, and she was a legal resident of Texas at the time of her arrest. She did cry on the stand last week when she told the jurors about, what she did to her 35-year-old lover, Armando Nunez. She said she did it because he raped her and then demanded oral sex from her at their home on... Excuse me?
That's sad.
Why does your reaction for sad sound like your reaction for turn on? Well, he demanded oral sex. She'd had enough. This is October 28th. And so then she got the knife from the kitchen and she commenced to slicing. And now she's going to jail. He said he had no memory of the assault. He only recalled falling asleep on the bed, and then he felt something hot and blacked out before learning that he was injured. And he didn't find out about that until he was rushed to the hospital. He's wearing a catheter strapped to his leg, right there in front of the jury and stuff. Mm-hmm. In the meantime, must reading this weekend is picking up the Vanity Fair magazine and possibly, reading about Jennifer Aniston's heartbreak. It's really something to hear her tell it because, she did so much crying during this article. And, nothing, no matter how much humanitarian work that Angelina Jolie does, I just can't. No way. I have a list of 20 reasons that you should love Angelina Jolie. 15 reasons why we love Angelina Jolie. I can give you one big reason I hate her, and that negates everything else. She isn't concerned with what other people think about her. That's a reason to love her. Okay, well, women do need that kind of confidence. She has it in spades. She adores her children. That's another reason. Even she's been unlucky in love, as beautiful as she is, so that's another reason to love her. But I want to talk a bit about the article, but first, Tiara Marie is going to come in for our next break, and so thanks for being here. Keep it where you got it. Thanks.
Wendy, man.
You can go on the stand, Steve, but the point is keep your mouth shut. Anybody from the streets know that. You never talk on nobody.
The Wendy Williams.
Thank God. It's just too much, you know what I'm saying? All right, everybody, it's the Wendy Williams experience. Must be that time of day. Towards the end of the show because I smell Art's popcorn. You realize when you do eat popcorn, you eat it around the same time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm in here fighting right now. I don't want to eat anything. I am fighting the fat. And earlier today, while I was driving into work, I got turned off to one of my favorite foods. I am a celebrate when things like that happen because then it's like, one less thing to get fat off of. Like the salsa. One of my favorite things is like the salsa. Old El Paso brand, the extra hot. You dump and scoop. Scoop. I'll be watching TV and scooping.
That's how she eats too.
And one day I scooped up a roach. And honey, I got caught back through my molars. I felt something that didn't feel like a pepper or a tomato or something. And I put it out on my finger and I looked at it and I hadn't chomped the roach up. It was in full roach mode. It had all the legs, the tentacles, and everything. And because of the spices and the preservatives, it was petrified white. Ew. And there was a 1-800 number on the back to return, but I'll leave the lawsuits up to you all. Me, I live and I learned my lesson and I move off. And I'm glad that happened to me in Snapple. The big hooey at the bottom. But as much as I love food, sometimes I need drastic measures not to eat something anymore. And for me, I'm sorry it happened, but I'm almost grateful because that's one less damn fattening thing to be eaten that I don't need anyway. Now on my way into work today, I'm listening, and they were doing a report on little neck clams. Well, did you know that little neck clams are a huge spreader of hepatitis? Now, I love take my little necks and steam them. I like to steam them and dip them in the butter, slide them through the garlic, a little Frank's Red Hot sauce, and...
But they're cooked though, right?
They're steamed.
Well, they're good cooked then.
Well, no, here's the thing.
Uh-oh.
The people who handle them can pass along hepatitis. I don't know whether the steaming takes the hepatitis out. All I know is that there's just another thing I don't need. Not because little necks are bad. It's because I cannot control the amount of butter. You got to dip in the butter and just a dip in and a butter. And they say, the best place to get them are, I forgot what they said, but whatever it is, I know the only place that I'll ever trust eating them again is Martha's Vineyard. You know, my father puts on those clam boots and goes clamming and whatnot, and you know, gets the clams. But the water up there, you know, that's like lobster and you know, all good. Anyway, yes, I know, Shaylin, the Tiara Marie's here. Open the door. Down, 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 down. Hey, girl. Very nice to meet you. Have a seat. We were just talking about you the other day. Tiara Marie's in the studio. You might want to change the music to something a little bit more festive over there, Art. We were just talking about you the other day. I saw a very nice picture of you and Jay-Z and Beyonce. It was online, and I was saying that Jay-Z was doing the right thing because while you're his artist and you're very pretty, his body language was leaned towards his girl. You know how people can accuse.
Yes.
You understand. So now, where are you from?
Detroit.
And what brought you to New York to meet? Will eventually be signed to The Rock.
Well, I was with this local production company in Detroit, and we put together a demo, and he shopped it around to all the labels in New York. And L.A. Reid got it, and he acted first. So that's what brought me here.
He who acts first sometimes gets, well, either a dud, and everybody's glad that they passed, or something fabulous in your case.
Thank you.
With your single, which is like, isn't that a top 5 single in the country at this particular point, all around the country?
No, I don't know. I don't keep up with that stuff.
It makes you focus on everything other than your craft.
The wrong thing. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of understand that. Sometimes when you keep an eye on your numbers and stuff, it takes you out of your game as far as your craft. Do you write your own music?
Yes, I help write a lot. You know, I've been put in front of a lot of veterans at writing and producing, so I try to soak up as much as I can.
Yeah. Now, how much of the Girlfriend song did you write? 75% of it, 50% of it, 25% of it?
The Girlfriend song.
You know, Make It Feel Good.
Oh, wow, about 75%. Me and Sean Gary, we collabed on that like 50-50, I have to say. Sean Gary, he's an extraordinary writer.
And so now you've got 11 songs on your CD, I see, and the 12th song is actually a remix to No Daddy. How did you grow up in Detroit? No Daddy?
Yes. but that No Daddy song is just for all the girls who, you know, gone through that experience.
Growing up with no father.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And just being able to get over it and say that I can still do what I want to do.
A lot of times the girls that grow up with no daddy are the first ones to call their man daddy, daddy. When they in bed. You a virgin? Oh, not like that. Let me see.
Oh my God.
Not with a booty like that on the back of your CD.
No.
Are you a virgin?
Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm not going to speak on that.
There's nothing wrong with being a virgin.
It's nothing wrong with
Zoe's a virgin.
Nothing wrong with being a virgin, and you know, like, you do what you do.
Yeah.
So.
What do you do?
What do I do? What I do is not your business.
Oh! Do you have a boyfriend?
No, I don't have a boyfriend. I just broke up with my boyfriend.
Oh, how long were you with him?
I was with him for about 2-3 years.
Yeah, your story reminds me a lot of A. Marie, although A. Marie's a little bit older than you. You know, when I first met her, she had come from D.C., and she was with, at the time, her boyfriend from college. And I told her, I said, well, you're about to embark on a whole new life and whatnot, and unfortunately, even though you might not want to admit it now, you're going to outgrow him real quick. And sure enough, you know, it happened.
That's what happened.
Yeah, so you were busy. First of all, you were with him, you said, for 2 years?
Yes.
Was it through high school?
Yes.
And then you started doing a lot more stuff in the studio.
And he wasn't doing anything. He didn't have a job. He didn't have a cell phone. He didn't have a car. So there was no need for the excess baggage.
Now, is he older than you?
Yes, he's a little older than me.
So,
he's 19 now.
19. And so when you started being in the studio, would he want to come and be a bottom feeder in the studio? You know, kind of hang out and smoke blunts and, you know what I'm saying?
No, he wasn't that type. But,
okay.
You know.
But would he want to come to the studio?
He would want to, but I wouldn't let him.
And so then he would find out that when you're in the studio, because it's a predominantly male business, so he would find out that you're in the studio with men, and, you know, even though there was nothing going on, but the creative process to try to get you to where you are and beyond, he'd get jealous of that, huh?
Yeah, he was very jealous.
Yeah. Were you in love with him?
Wow. At the point, yes, I think I was.
Yeah.
I think I was, but I'm young, so I really have time to find out what real love is.
You got your head screwed on straight, it sounds to me, Tiara Marie.
Thank you.
What would you tell, what would you tell young girls who are like in high school who are about to embark on the next level of their life, which would be college? For a lot of the girls who are listening right now, they're about to leave for college and they're trying desperately to hold on to this tired love that they had in high school. You know my view on it already, but Tiara Marie, give them a little bit of words of advice.
Well, I would just let it go because, like you said, you come to a point where you have to outgrow certain things, and if you don't, then you just hold yourself back. Yeah. There's many more things to, experience, so you have to let yourself go. And if it comes back, it's yours.
That's what I was going to say. Exactly. So now that you're out of love, are you finding the dating process more exciting? Because now that the last time you dated, you were a high school girl. Now you're dating and you're an ingenue, the first lady of the rocker, the prince of the rocker. What's her tagline? Princess of the Rock? Yeah. Now you're the Princess of the Rock and you're dating.
Well, it's a little harder now because you find that people don't want you for who you are. They want you for what you are. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a little harder now to find someone that's sincere.
Yeah. How often do you see Jay-Z, or how often are you in communication with him? Does he join you in the studio, or you go by the Def Jam and see him and stuff?
He's very involved in my project. So when I come to New York, I see him, a lot at the office, or we go out, hang out. Those probably are the pictures that you saw from us hanging out somewhere.
Yeah, it was at the 4040 Club, so apparently, something was going on there. But you can't go very many places because you're not 21.
Yeah.
But you slide in the door because, you go as an artist, I imagine. Yeah. So have you bought yourself anything in particular? I know you're just starting out. It's too soon to be talking about mansions, yachts, and whatnot, but have you purchased anything for yourself?
Well, right now, I've been saving up because I'll be 18 this December and I'm going to move out on my own.
Nice.
So that's what I'm saving up for.
Very nice. You never thought about emancipating yourself? I mean, you have your own career.
No. I want to, this time with my mother is going to be spent, wisely.
Yeah. Usually when kids get emancipated anyway, it's because they don't get along with their parents, but that's nice. So your mom is a young mom?
Yes.
Is she young-minded? Like has she come to New York and gone to the 4040 Club, or gone to any of the is she drinking?
No, she hasn't. She isn't here right now.
Champagne and stuff but does she go around with you?
Sometimes, but not a lot.
Has she ever suggested that she be your manager? Or part of your camp? Has she ever suggested it? Yes. And what do you tell her? You can put that where? Back there. Fall back, Mom Dukes. No, but you're a young girl and this is the business, and a lot of times that does happen with people. Maya's father was her manager. Bow Wow's mother was his manager. CeCe Peniston just left here. She's a legend. Her mother was her manager at one point. Has your mom ever talked to you about possibly doing something in your camp?
Yes, she has, of course.
And you tell her, fall back, Mom.
No, I haven't told her that. I just, I think that it would be better if I'm 18. That way it won't be a conflict of interest because, then I'm grown and then you won't tell me to do things just because you can.
Right.
Like, you'll tell me to do them for what best suits my career.
Right. So you're saving up. You want to purchase a house, a condo, or something like that.
Yeah.
Where are you looking to purchase?
I don't know. Jersey, back home in Detroit, or Atlanta. I've been looking at those 3 spots.
Yeah, nice. So do you know any of the girls? Have you met any of the girls in the business? Tiara Marie's here, everybody. Do you know any? Give me a little background from the single, please. Like just put it on in the low cut. We don't have an instrumental for it, but your song makes everybody run to the dance floor. I mean, urgency, a state of urgency happens in a club when your song comes on. Just like, it must make you feel good.
Yes, it does. It makes me feel really good when I go out and perform and I can put the mic to the audience and they know all the words.
Yeah. Put the song on. I want to hear Tiara Marie sing the song. I like the song. I'm hosting a party this weekend over at Club Exit on the rooftop. And, your song is one of those songs of the moment that just does it to people. Does it to the ladies, does it to the men. The men like to look at the ladies as they,
I think with this song, when I first heard the track,
She doesn't have any headphones. Can she have yours?
I knew that the guys would like the track. I knew that ladies would, give the words.
Yeah.
So I knew that it was a go for both ends.
Here, back up. She's going to plug that in for you. I love your embellishments. Hurry up, Shaylin. Turn them up, too, so she can... Come on, because here come the words. Go ahead, girl.
That's too loud. You got it? Know how to make a girl feel that wanna make a girl feel, make her feel good. All I wanna know is there any boys around that know how to make a girl feel that wanna make a girl feel make her feel good.
Keep it
I just
going.
wanna know, do I have to tell him how to touch me? Do I have to tell him how to hold me? Do I have to tell him when to call
only
me?
virgin in the
Do
room,
I
Zach.
have to tell him that I'm lonely? Do I have to feel wrong when it ain't strong? Keep my mouth closed. And a chick from the hood find a homie that ain't just tryna, he gon' love me. Do I have to show him that I'm a woman? Do I have to apologize for my emotions? Do I have to tell him what to say to me every time he wanna get next to me? Do I have to settle for a cat that can't score, stroke his ego?
Ow! What?
Can't a chick from the hood
Wait,
find
stop,
a homie
stop.
that wanna do more than spend money on me?
Do I have to settle for a cat stroke a what?
Do I have to settle for a cat that can't score, stroke his ego?
Oh, okay.
Saying, you know, just because he.
Yeah, no, I got it. I just need you to break it down. Mhm. So you're finally with Beyonce?
Yes.
And people tell you that you look like Little Sister Big. You look more like Beyonce than Solange does. Doesn't she look more like Beyonce than Solange does? Yeah. No, you're a very pretty girl.
Thank you.
You didn't grow up with your father. Do you know your father?
Yes, I know him.
Is he trying to get new now that you are this star on the rise?
A little, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, I get a lot of people like this, like.
Wait, hold on, Tiara Marie. Hold that thought. We're going to come back with you, okay?
Great.
Okay, good.
Wendy, man.
So, Whitney, is there drug use at this present time?
Who are you talking to?
To you, Whitney. You.
No, you're not talking to me. I'm a mother. Only my mother has privy to that information. You talk to your child about that. Don't ask me no questions like I'm a child. Don't ask me like I'm a child, because I'm not a child, Wendy.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
What's up? This is your fabulous girl, Teairra, and you're listening to the Wendy Williams Experience.
I know. Bitch, sing. Okay, here she comes. Damn. I was gonna say, Melba Moore doesn't have this instrumental going on.
This is exclusively on Wendy Williams.
Wendy got the heat.
What's up, y'all? This is Bill Bellamy. How you doing? That's gonna be hysterical.
Oh man, I gotta revisit that. Wow. Yeah. It's the Wendy Williams Experience in an explosive musical mode for your Friday. Hey, Tiara Marie. Oh yeah, no, come on. We're ready for your close-up to come back again.
Yes.
Here she comes. She's wearing her jeans and she's wearing her I Want My MTV t-shirt. Custom for you, probably by your stylist, right? She put the little glitter down at the bottom. Very cute.
Yes.
So what's up for, like, where did you come from before being here today? You got on, your makeup, your glowy showgirl, you're ready to go.
TRL.
You were on TRL earlier
then I
today.
did an in-store at Virgin.
Very nice.
Square.
Signing your CD.
Yes.
When did the CD come out? This week?
Yes, Tuesday.
Very nice. Mm-hmm. And let me see the CD back, Art.
So make sure you guys go and get it.
Yeah, the CD is called Tiara Marie. Rockefeller presents Tiara Marie. Mm-hmm. That's a real straight to the point title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We played around with some titles, but what better than a self-titled CD?
Sure, and Rockefeller presents. That carries a lot of weight. You're just not another chick out here going for yours. That shows you have some weight behind you, It's very nice. So when are you going to be touring? Is there any talk of you perhaps opening for anybody, doing anything?
Well, we've actually been in the talks of some things, but nothing's definite yet, so I won't speak on it.
Yeah.
But of course, later this year, I'll be doing something.
Very nice. What's the next single going to be from your CD?
No Daddy.
No Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to hear that in the background, Art. I got a fax from Lisa in the Bronx, and she says, Tiara Marie is so sweet. My little girl met her at the roller rink in the Bronx, and she was nice to all the kids.
Yes, I was skating with the kids.
Yeah,
it was fun.
That's nice. You're a young girl, and I know a lot of the the kids love you, and you probably do a lot of kiddie type stuff, in terms of, because you're on the cusp, you know what I'm saying? You do kiddie stuff, you be up in the club, probably with the bub, considering you're talking about how to make a girl feel. Do you get mothers or, those watchdog people talking about, well, you're a young girl yourself, talking about make a girl feel?
Yes, of course I get that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to get that.
Yeah.
That comes along with it.
But you put it back on them. What were you doing when you were 18? Along with studying, along with doing things.
Yeah,
what were you doing?
That's true.
Turn this up a little bit. Uh-oh. Oh, is she a virgin? Forget it. Case closed, people.
Oh,
no. Okay. All right. So anyway, are you interested in acting?
Yes, I am.
Very good. But now you're trying to get the singing thing down first.
Yeah, get this album out.
Before you become an actress, an easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. Beyonce laid down the blueprint, and that certainly is a nice blueprint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have you met Teairra?
Yes. We actually talk a lot.
Oh, good. You're friends with each other. Mm-hmm. Who are some of your other industry friends that you have in your BlackBerry or whatever it is that you carry around electronically?
Well, me and Rihanna are good friends.
Good.
Wow.
Well, if you have to think that hard, then,
They're not really friends.
Yeah,
I have a lot of people in the device, but I wouldn't consider them friends.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Rihanna is somebody that I would.
Good, nice. Well, enjoy your ride.
Thank you.
In your experience in entertainment, and ride it until the wheels fall off for sure. And I'm sure you've been told a million times, probably by Jay-Z, if anybody, considering he's learned how to flip being an artist into something else. Save your money and always be, looking for the next best thing to do. Because singing 18-year-olds are a dime a dozen. And I know you know that, and you're in a really special position. There's a lot of young girls right now who are in college, and they so badly want to be in your position. What would you tell them in terms of...
Well, I would just tell them to have their priorities straight, lined up right. What do you put first? What do you put last? And just make sure that you work hard at whatever you want. It sounds cliche, but that's the only way that you'll get it. Don't give up because people doubt you in the beginning, because I got turned down so many times.
Yeah.
So I would just say keep working hard. And like I said, have your priorities straight and have positive energy around you at all times.
Yeah, yeah. And probably become your own best friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Because sometimes people aren't able to answer the phone. You're in a tear fit. And, you just have to learn how to be strong and stand up and carry on.
That is true.
I wish you well.
If you're not hot, then nobody cares.
Exactly. I wish you well. And thank you for coming by. I like to see my guests walk out. You all don't go anywhere because we still have more of the show to go. But give it up for Tiara Marie. And her new CD is in stores now. It's called Rockefeller Presents Tiara Marie. Grab your lip gloss. Oh, look, she's so 18. She's got her lip gloss. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm not going to close the mic. This is where I watch my guests walk out, and then we talk about them behind their backs. Yeah, go ahead. Bye, Tiara Marie. A lovely young lady. I haven't seen 1-inch nails in a long time. She had all 1-inch nails. Yeah. Retro-y. I liked her jewelry too. She had what do you call that? Like the colored marcasite, like pink and green and what like that. She wasn't wearing the diamonds. She was wearing just a really. She looked like stagey, like good for TRL and stuff like that. Well, congratulations, Rockefeller Records. It looks like you got a little something going on with Tiara Marie. Jennifer Lopez bought herself a new ring. Did you hear about this? Man, so for their wedding anniversary, to celebrate their 1-year anniversary, Mark Anthony bought her a $2 million ring, which is fabulous. You know what? It was just a ring, like a gift, like a right-hand ring. I don't think it was to replace the original ring. It was kind of like, a $2 million, like, right-hand ring. Jen goes out for her birthday on July 24th and bought herself a $4 million ring. Now, the thing is that does that even if I had a ring picked out and I knew what I was going to get myself, I would buy myself the ring eventually, but it just wouldn't come right after, 30 days before. Yeah. It almost a guy recognizes when a woman can clearly buy herself what he buys her better and more and for a longer period of time. You don't have to drag his nuts through it, though. You know what I mean? Oh, Art just passed me a note. That's telling Mark, step up your game. You know what? You need to be happy with your track record, with both of our track records, that we're married and we found each other. Yeah. This monetary step up your game. Why don't you lay down and give me some and get pregnant? Like my ex-wife did. I've got 2 beautiful children. Oh. I know you didn't buy that ring to tell me to step up my game. I know that's not what it is.
Damn.
See, I don't know. That's how I feel. I mean,
she's a diva. I
understand that. But you know what? At the end of the day, even Jennifer Lopez, I thought, understood that at the end of the day, there's more to life than monetary gifts and money, and you can't spoon with your money and all like that. I don't know. I would just gone out and bought myself maybe a $4 million necklace or a $4 million pair of earrings. I wouldn't have bought the same thing that he bought me, just in a more expensive version. I mean, that's what's going to keep you questionable about your relationships, Jen. I don't know what else, but a move like that, you know what I'm saying? Oy vey. All right. Well, Tiara Marie, thank you so much for coming in, honey bunch. CeCe Peniston, it was fabulous seeing you. Thank you for coming in, and keep that music alive, because long after these, booty popping girls doing this fly-by-night music today are done, broke, and has-beens, singers like CeCe Peniston will still be doing club dates, making it happen, legendary. So keep your head up, CeCe, and you keep it moving. You all, I love you for being here today. Have a fabulous weekend, and we'll talk again on Tuesday. I won't be here Monday. All right, I might not be here Tuesday either. Oh. But anyway, we'll talk next week. Take care. Bye-bye.
These party people. See you later.
I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night.
Program complete.
Ooh. Like, it just makes me mad. This Jennifer Lopez, the $4 million ring. He got you a $2 million ring for your wedding anniversary. You didn't even, the difference between the anniversary and her birthday is like 30 days. Ooh. Ooh. Anyway, whatever you want to talk about, give me a call right now, because it's a bonus hour. 866-GET-WENDY. Call. We can talk about anything. Jen's ring, advice hour, CeCe Peniston, Tiara Marie. If you want to talk about Snoop, if you want to talk about, I got to tell you about Burt Reynolds. And I wanted to talk more with you about some other stuff going on, the subway lawsuit from the Civil Liberties Union and whatnot. So you bring it to the table and we'll put it on. It's 107.5 WBLS.
I know I may be just a young girl, but it's my dream to change the world.
Hey, what's up? This is China Doll General Hour, and you're listening to Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS. Hey!
Since you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready?
How long is this bonus hour gonna last? I'm getting addicted.
No, let me tell you. I love this extra hour.
Everything is organic here on the bonus hour.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, yo, check this out. It's Wendy, man.
Here it is.
It's the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS.
Yeah. So, Mark Anthony bought Jen this $2 million ring to celebrate their 1-year anniversary. But Jennifer doubled the stakes. She bought herself this $4 million rock for her birthday. Now, I like the idea of treating yourself, getting yourself something special on your special day, or whether it's Christmas or whatever. You buy yourself a gift and stuff. Her birthday was July 24th. And here's the quote from my friends at In Touch magazine. It's the most beautiful diamond in the world. It's a very serious rock. Very few women in the world have a diamond ring of such magnitude. And she only plans on wearing it on special occasions. And it didn't seem to matter that Mark, 36, had just bought her another huge rock just 6 weeks before Jennifer made the investment. Here's a quote from a friend. Jennifer has a thing about gorgeous jewelry. The bigger, the better is her motto. So why didn't her husband buy her the ring, you ask? Well, here's what a friend says. Mark just bought her a beautiful ring, but Jennifer said, I still like buying things for myself. I guess she wants to let him know he is not in total control of everything in her life. Now, they did spend a romantic week together to celebrate her birthday at a multi-million-dollar oceanfront house in the Caribbean, taking romantic walks along the beach and having their chef prepare special dinners. But, ooh.
She makes it hard to be with her.
Yeah. You know what? It's like, I understand she wanted to buy something for herself. You know, everybody deserves to treat themselves and treat themselves as well as you can afford. But as opposed to buying a $4 million, the most magnificent ring, like I said, like, why not earrings? Like some other piece of jewelry? Because he just gave you that 6 weeks before. That would hurt. Like, you know, if I was Mark, that would hurt.
He probably feels emasculated.
Yeah, a bit emasculated. The September issue of Vanity Fair magazine is on newsstands. It's not normally a magazine that I purchase, and it's quite expensive, $4.50. My magazine bill is already too much. So Vanity Fair is a magazine that I usually read in the nail salon or something. In the case of this one, Champagne, who's in for Vaughn Harper at 7 o'clock, Champagne brought in this one for me to borrow during the show. I'm looking at this point for, 500 new fall clothes to be on the cover as one of the big headlines. Instead, it's all about Jennifer Aniston, which, that's a sad story unto itself. It's a September issue. She's happy, Jennifer Aniston is, that she finally got her side of the story out. They say, in fact, Jennifer was so eager for people to read the piece for Vanity Fair. Originally, it was scheduled to come out in the December issue, but Jen requested it run sooner than planned. It says, her friend says it's giving her a chance to purge everything. Jennifer is so relieved to tell her side of the story and tell it before it got out there by Brad or Angelina. Because they haven't talked about it. I mean, Brad went on primetime, but that was before the adoption of the new baby, before Maddox started calling him daddy, before he bought a house 20 minutes from Angelina Jolie and moved Maddox and the new baby Zahara and Angelina into the house, before all the baby proofing, before Angelina turned him on to flying planes and now they go flying together. You know what I mean? Before the announcement, excuse me, that was recently made that supposedly Angelina Jolie is pregnant with his baby. Oh, yes. Wow. So Aniston wanted to get her story out quickly. Oh, I wish I wore my Team Aniston shirt today. Oh. In the interview, Jen discusses the moment in her relationship when she felt as though it was really crumbling. She says Brad's attitude towards marriage changed dramatically when he started working on Mr. and Mrs. Smith in January of 2004 with his co-star Angelina Jolie. Here's what it says from the article. There was a connection between Brad and Angelina from the start. Oh, excuse me. And so this is what Courtney Cox said. That's Jen's good friend, and also Jen is godmother to Courtney and David's daughter Coco. He was honest about that with Jen. In other words, a connection between he and Angelina. It was an attraction that he fought off for a period. Around the same time that they started filming Mr. and Mrs. Smith was when Friends came to an end after 10 years. And Brad just wasn't there for me, is what Jen says in the article. Brad didn't even show up for the final taping of Friends. Exactly! And that was surprising even to her co-stars. Nobody could believe that. Like, wow. 10 years in the final episode and you couldn't show up? Their marriage was falling apart despite Jen's best efforts, they say. In the end, she reveals that it was ultimately Brad's decision, not hers, to separate. So the split came in 2005. That's when we all heard it was like a shot that rang around the world. 3 months after the announcement of the split, the photos started surfacing of Brad and Angelina and Maddox looking like a happy family. Remember that picture on the beach in Kenya? Mm-hmm. And most recently, did you see the 60-page spread they did in W Magazine? I read that in the nail salon too. 60-page spread. It was like done in like a 50s motif. They had 3 prop children or 4 prop children, and they were like, Mr. and Mrs. with the prop children, and a lazy like Saturday afternoon around the house. Angelina sitting in the little kiddie pool with a bathing suit on, and Brad over on the barbecue pit talking about fire, and the kids, and just like looking family. 60 pages. Through it all, Jen admits that she still loves Brad. Here's her quote from the article. "I love Brad. I will love him for the rest of my life. Now, however, she's happy to move on," goes on to say in the article. Am I lonely? Yes. Am I upset? Yes. Do I have my days when I throw a little pity party for myself? Absolutely. But you know what? I'm also doing well. In the meantime, they're busy 20 minutes away setting up house. Baby proof in the home. The divorce from Jen is finalized in September. There's always a big mouth relative. How many times do I have to tell you that? In this case, it's Betty Russell, Brad's grandmother. This is what she says. Here's the quote. "He's always wanted children. Now he has 2 little ones. I'm happy for him." Right? Meantime, Maddox is calling Brad daddy. Angelina Jolie has drawn up papers saying that the kids will always be mine. Daddy be dead. Like she's already got the fix in on the relationship. Knowing that, certain men are just cyclical with her. I guess. She's going to break his heart. I can't wait. That's what you get. And Jen, you might always love him, but I hope at that particular point of his heart being broken that you were thoroughly in love with the next man. And please don't say it's that man that you're filming your movie with, because clearly that was a prop relationship. Vince Vaughn, they're trying to, Yeah, please. I hate it. I hate this.
You really do.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Only because of what I just told you all behind the scenes, I'm still seething over that couple we were just talking about that will never get married because there is now a third party involved in the situation. I don't want to talk yet, everybody in the radio land. But I'm seething over something that I see getting set up. Art?
Yes, I believe.
Am I pegging that correctly?
Yes.
You think they'll ever get married?
I don't think
I'm not talking about Angelina and Brad and Jennifer's situation. Now I'm talking about a whole other situation. Zoe, do you think they'll ever get married? Miss Wendy was onto something, though, right?
That pot is boiling, stewing, ready to spill over.
Okay. Oh, I know. When a reporter asked about the then rumor that Angelina was pregnant with Brad's baby, this is during the interview for Vanity Fair magazine. Are you ready for this one? Hit the pity party music. The reporter reports about Jennifer, how she's looking. She looks as if I've stabbed her in the heart. Her eyes well up and the tears spill over. Several long minutes go by as the tears keep rolling down her cheeks. She bites her lip, seemingly unable to speak. Finally, she shakes her head. This subject is simply too excruciating to discuss. That's it. That's the end of the story. Ain't no good gonna come to you too until Jen falls in love again. That's it.
I like the one you're seething over behind the scenes better.
Oh yeah, no, that other relationship I was just telling you about. Yeah, you see how that's set up.
It's gonna go down.
And I don't care. And they're not going to get married. And we might never find out exactly the reason why. But mark my words, that's going to be in the top 2 reasons that they never get married.
Yeah.
The mogul and the superstar. There's a problem.
Did you see me jump?
Yes.
That's scary when you ripped it. Oh, I'm so sensitive today.
Yeah, you really are. Calm down. And I'm a little mad about Jennifer and the $4 million ring. Yeah, I'm a little heated about that. I'm a little heated about the mogul and the superstar and the third party, and I'm a little heated about Angelina and Brad and Jen. And let's talk about something else other than relationships. Maybe somebody on the phone. Hello.
Yes.
Hi, it's Wendy.
Hi. Oh, Wendy, I'm so happy to be talking to you. I love your show.
Thank you. Nice to have you here.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
There's a man that I'm in serious like with, but there's a 15-year age gap. And he has a serious career that I'm not sure that, I'm ready to deal with yet. But if he asked me to go out with him, I'd be like, yes.
Well, it's only a go out. How old are you?
I'm 24.
So he's, 39?
A little younger than that, but he's
What's
pushing
the math?
that.
I can't figure it out.
Huh?
I'm trying to figure out the math.
He's about 38.
Well, if he asks, is he married?
No, and he doesn't have any kids, so I'm trying to figure out whether he's gay. I have no idea.
Well, if he asks you out, go out with him.
Well, I've gone out with him before.
You just said if he asked you out, you'd say yes. So you've already gone out then.
We have gone out, but it's always been on something like a friendship because we've known each other for like a long period of time.
Oh boy, here we go. Because you're only 24. What's a long period of time?
So that was about like 16, but like it was never on.
Is he a family friend?
Somewhat, but not somewhat.
He knows your mother and father?
Yes.
Would your parents flip out if they knew that you were then romantically involved with him? Not that matters because you're a grown woman.
Right. I know. I don't think my mom would flip out.
Well, I mean, you're a bit out of your lane in that he has a serious career and he's not going to be interested in doing some of the things that you will be doing. For instance, this is just a for instance, like at Exit on Sunday night, I'm hosting a party.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? 38 is not too old at all, considering I'm in his peer group to go to Exit. But if he has a serious career, maybe that's not his vibe.
He's sort of invited me like, oh, let's go dancing and stuff like that. But I don't know.
Well, he likes to do then some. He's interested in some of the things that you're interested in, right?
Right. But his career might like really put a wedge between it. He's got one of those sort of in the public eye somewhat.
Well, why don't you give it a try? You seem like you really like him. You're a little apprehensive. So, don't wear your heart on your sleeve. Give it a try and see how it turns out.
But how do I approach him about it?
Well, he's asked you out dancing. I mean, dancing to me these days is like sex. When you all dance, are you backing that thing up?
I don't know if I do that with him.
Okay. Does he touch you when you dance?
Well, we've never gone dancing before. We've just done like dinner and stuff.
Okay. Does he look at you in a way in which it's inviting?
It's always been since I was 16, but there's never been any advances. We've never.
He's waiting for you to make your move.
Well, why me? Why do I have to make the move?
Because you're the younger one who might be offended. You're also the woman. And I think he's being perfectly gentlemanly with it.
Right.
So if you want to kiss him, then at the end of your dates, he pulls up to your apartment and you get out and you go inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you live with your parents still?
No.
Okay. Good girl. So at the end of the date, then you lean over and you, ask him why he's never tried to kiss you.
Yeah, baby.
Mm.
Yeah.
You're reading signals, and unless you're reading wrong, I think you feel me, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, and then he'll say, well, I never tried to kiss you because, and then you'll get your answer right there. I suspect he'll want to kiss you.
Mm.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks so much.
Ow, what's wrong with my microphone?
I had to press it twice. You good now?
Frankie Crocker messing around. Frankie, I see what's going on. Trying to stick my mic. Shout out to everybody who's working hard for their money and this radio show. I guess a lot of people tell me that this radio show is like a source of happiness in an otherwise, dismal day. So shout out to everybody working at Green Acres Mall. Shout out to the stock room at Target in Clifton. Special shout out to Steve at Verizon and all the Verizon workers, and a special shout out to John and Ali at Beyond Image Rim Shop in Union, New Jersey. Thank you so much for working and listening. Don't forget, it's First Fridays at the Shadow. Tonight, CeCe Peniston's performing. She came in earlier, and we had a nice sit-down chat with CeCe. Yup, tonight, CeCe Peniston is on the Shadow big stage. That is terrific. Also, a special shout out to everyone in Irvington, New Jersey. Thanks for turning us on today. Shout out to Jersey in general. You know, our former governor, James McGreevey.
How you doing?
Is writing a book.
I'm a homo. I like guys.
Is writing a book about his political career. And it's being published on Regan Books. And Judith Regan, the publisher, says he's going to describe how he wrestled with his sexuality and his faith and all the expectations that he faced as a young man to, you know, meet the demands of a career and try to be true to himself and, you know, his life serving 3 years as governor of New Jersey. You know, he never got a chance to complete his term. Three of the 4-year term he served. So, you know, shout out to everybody in the How You Doing state. Oh, what does Raven have to say? Maybe Jennifer's new ring is for her next engagement because quiet as it's kept, they won't last another year, in my opinion. So she's getting a heads up on her next jump off. All right. Yeah, I just don't like it. Eddie Murphy is getting a divorce. That's on Entertainment Tonight. Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
How you doing?
Jason, can you scurry back there and see what's going on? No, never mind. The show's over at 7 o'clock. Yeah, everybody else can scurry. Scurry and listen to Vaughn at the same time. Eddie Murphy's divorcing his wife?
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it because she knows too much. But then again, he has money to pay her off.
Yeah, their agreement is to get $1 million per child they have.
$1 million per child is not enough. What's that, $5 million? So what?
4 or 5 years.
What does that mean? We've been married for a decade. What am I going to do with $5 million? Jennifer Lopez spent that on a ring.
Yeah, boy.
Okay. You better step it up. Reese Witherspoon coming out of her face talking about Jessica Simpson. Now, you can say a lot about Jessica Simpson, but the second Reese Witherspoon or what's Spider-Man's girlfriend's name?
Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst. Or what's Kirsten Dunst's boyfriend's name, sister's name? Maggie Gyllenhaal? Mm-hmm. Those three biddies need to sit down. Well, that's all I'm saying, because, you know, in Hollywood, there's a particular... Mm-hmm. I mean, they're actresses, but they aren't exactly known for Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. Yeah. You understand? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Plus Reese and that old How You Doing husband of hers.
Oh, no.
Ryan Felipe. You better work. Okay.
Wow.
And Reese and they appear to be such good parents to their daughter Ava. But Reese coming out of her face talking about the day, and I don't have the exact quote, but something to this effect. The day that we are holding up and revering a woman who plays or who's as stupid as Jessica Simpson is, or something like that. It's a sad day. And she's funny, but she's all... Reese, Jessica. You understand? So in the magazine, they do a versus. Reese earned $15 million for Vanity Fair in 2004. I don't know what that means. What was that, the movie? Not the magazine. They don't...
The movie.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Since her critically acclaimed turn in Election, she's been offered some plum roles. And... since Newlyweds, Jessica Simpson has made a name for herself. This year, she was named the 64th most powerful star on the Forbes magazine list. Blonde ambition. Reese, who lives with her family in a $5 million estate, created her own company, Type A Film, to direct and I guess take more of a handle in her own career. Blonde ambition for Jessica Beyond her film and music career, Jessica maintains her lavish lifestyle with endorsements of Dessert Cosmetics and Proactive Acne. Married young. Reese was 23 when she met Ryan Felipe. Since then, her career has eclipsed his, like Jessica's to Nick's. And they have 2 children. Ava is 5 and Deacon is 2. Jessica married Nick when she was only 22. He's done some acting, but his career has not been as successful as hers. I just don't like it. Then they have pictures of them next to each other. It's almost like the magazine set them up for this. Jessica looks like $1 million. Look at Reese Witherspoon. She looks like a frog next to. I mean, at least they could have gotten a better picture of her or something like that. Yeah. Dear Wendy, my name is Angela, and I'm 43 years old. I've been married for 25 years. My husband and I have 5 children together, a 22-year-old, a 20-year-old, an 18-year-old, a 15-year-old, and an 11-year-old. Angela's been busy. Wendy, I'm going to get straight to the point because I need your advice immediately. My best friend lives just around the corner from me, and last night I stopped by her house before I went home. And her car was there, so I assumed that she was there. And I rang the doorbell. And when she didn't answer, I have a key to her house, so I decided to go in, and she wasn't home. So I proceeded to go home. Wendy, I got in my car, and I drove home, and I went upstairs to get undressed. When I finished getting undressed, I noticed no one was home, so I went in. Wait, hold on. All right, she went home to her own house. This is what's going on. All right, she realized, I guess, no one was home. Okay. So I went into the kitchen to get some water, and I noticed that the basement door was open. And that's where my 22-year-old son's bedroom is.
Oh, easy.
So I thought he was downstairs, so I went to say hello, and lo and behold...
No.
We already know.
Easy.
Let's take the break. We'll be back with more of the Wendy Williams Experience next on 107.5 WBLS.
107.5 WBLS.
What's up? This is Ty James, and you're listening to the bonus hour on 107.5 WBLS.
Oh, beep, beep. It's the weekend. Hey. It's time for you to relax a bit. And do you. All right now. And the Wendy Williams Experience is in the building for another 25 minutes, give or take. Champagne's in for Vaughn Harper tonight in the Quiet Storm. And I got everybody on the Nicole Murphy and Eddie Murphy divorce situation. And, the best I can say is that, and Art and I were collaborating behind the scenes about, she's probably had it with all of the demands, allegedly, that were put upon her with this marriage. Is that an important phone call? Oh. Okay, here it is. All right, give me this just in, or give me this just in. Entertainment Tonight has learned that Eddie Murphy and his wife Nicole are divorcing after 12 years of marriage. Nicole filed the petition for divorce this morning, Friday morning, in Los Angeles, citing irreconcilable differences. Murphy released the following statement at ET. The welfare of our children is our main concern, and their best interest is our priority. The couple has 4 daughters and 1 son. News of the split has stunned many in Hollywood. As Donald Trump told ET, I feel very bad for both of them. They're both wonderful people, and I wish them both well. Actress Cheryl Lee Ralph, who attended the couple's wedding in 1993, said that she was shocked. I am so deeply sorry for the 2 of them, but especially for the children, because in divorce, no one hurts as much as the children. And it's in small ways. Sometimes you don't see. I'm praying for all of them. I'm sorry because I remember their wedding day and all of the beauty and care that went into the day. Signed to Saturday Night Live when he was just 19 years old. Eddie's now 44 years old. And he's well known for Beverly Hills Cop, Nutty Professor, Dr. Dolittle, blah, 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 blah. And most recently, of course, Shrek. Sorry to hear about that. The word was, though, that and I don't know how true this is, but that he used to have her dressed to the nines at all time, like always done up, hair, makeup, nails, that's it. I don't want to see you any other way, which You know, I mean, you can't fault him for that if she agreed to that and married him and stuff like that. But, you know, after 12 years in Hollywood, and 12 years is a lifetime. So congratulations on making it 12 years. Sorry to hear about the divorce. And is Johnny Gill still living in the Gatehouse? I had heard that at one point. Art's busy on the telephone, but he'd be all over the buttons, Alan and how you doing and stuff. But Johnny and Eddie are like the closest of friends.
You're brothers.
Yeah. Is that how Johnny termed it when they were here with New Edition?
We're brothers. That's my brother.
Stupid. Yeah, so sorry to hear about that. You can follow that all over the weekend. In the meantime, they say Big Tigger's leaving BET about September 15th. About September 15th, he's leaving. I have no idea what's that all about. You know, I'm over it. Okay, I'll get to the story in a minute. Is there any truth to Sienna Miller being pregnant with Jude Law's baby? Well, I saw it in the newspaper. They say she's 9 weeks pregnant. And sadly, they say that she and Jude were discussing names of the baby before he slept with his other children's nanny. So now they say any chances of them bringing the baby up together are absolutely destroyed. Like, she is not going to get back with him. That's it. I'm still reeling over Mike Tyson holding 14 and becoming a porn star in Jenna Jameson's movie. Well, it was in the newspaper yesterday, but I don't think we discussed it on the bonus hour. But just real quick, if you didn't see it in the newspaper, he's looking to get into X-rated movies, and actually, what better way to do it than to get right in with the best, Jenna Jameson. Jenna's a friend to the show. I had no idea that I can't see Jenna having sex with a black man and tainting her porn lineage, you know, because you remain pure and you get the most money. But perhaps he'll be in like a scene during one of her movies where he's, you know, having sex with somebody else. But here's what Mike told Jenna's people. I need the money up front. Yeah. You want to know how we found out about the 14? It said in the newspaper yesterday, according to the documents from his rape trial back in the day, he is at least 14. So if he brings that monster out, you know, I guess people will be flocking to the movies. Okay, here we go. Damn you. To catch you up, I noticed the basement door open, yada, yada, yada. That's where my 22-year-old son's bedroom is. So I thought he was down there, so I went down to say hello, and lo and behold, I found my husband and my best friend having sex on my son's bed.
Oh!
Wendy, I screamed at both of them, and then I proceeded to beat the hell out of my friend and my man at the same time. My husband managed to pry my fingers from around my friend's neck, and she grabbed her clothes and ran out the door. I kicked my husband out of the house, and last night, when my kids came home, they asked me what happened, because not only was my son's room a mess, but my room and the living room were a mess too. I didn't tell them what happened, but I need to tell, but I don't know how. Do you have any suggestions on how to break the news to my kids about what happened? I'd leave the 11-year-old out of it completely. With these kids these days, I mean, you saw Tiara Marie came in here. Was she's 17, about to be 18? Mm-hmm. Okay. Clearly, she's mature enough, judging by the lyrical content of her music, to handle that daddy was in there making a girl feel good. My best friend. You know what I mean? I would tell the 20-year-old, the 22-year-old, and the 18-year-old. And I would leave the three of them to... I would delicately tell the 15-year-old something, beating around the bush. I wouldn't be direct. But, you know, the 15-year-old will go to the other ones. The other ones will break it down. The 11-year-old will go to the other ones, too, and they'll break it down. And I wish you well. Because there's a whole lot of dynamics, in my opinion, that are going on. First of all, daddy's out of the house. The entire house looks a mess. Mommy's popping Prozac. She didn't say that, but, you know, just in case she got a little prescription for something for her nerves and her pressure.
Of course.
And then and if this is your best friend, then chances are the kids call her Miss Donna or Mrs. Smith.
Auntie.
Or Auntie. Where is Miss Donna? You're divorcing Daddy and Miss Donna is not over here 24/7? Ooh, girlin'. It'll be all right, girlin'? You got to explain that. Oh, here's a long note from Art.
I'm just a messenger.
Art, why don't you better explain this? As a social worker, before you turned into the producer, is the 15-year-old too young to know? And you don't have to get all graphic, calling Daddy a bastard, calling her, all kinds of names either. Is a 15-year-old too young to know?
I don't think so.
Directly why the living room and dining room and the bedrooms and it was a mess, and why my best friend is not even over here to help me through.
Nope.
Okay. The 11-year-old is definitely too young.
Yeah.
The 11-year-old can find out from the rest.
Right.
But you just give the 11-year-old, the best story that you can, having nothing to do. Tell all the kids except for the 11-year-old.
Yep.
That comes from Dr. Arthur.
What's you laughing at?
Because you can't picture her being a social worker, taking time with the kids, going into homes and filling out paperwork and he's pressing his own buttons and filing reports, turning them into the state of Pennsylvania. Would you sometimes have to order kids to be taken out of their own houses?
Yeah. Well, schools, not the houses, schools.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to Miami for the MTV Awards. Well, I'm not actually going to the MTV Awards. I'm going down there just to go to one or a few, I guess, of Puffy's parties. He's hosting. Well, you know what? He's hosting the MTV Video Music Awards, and of recent, the last, I would say, couple of years, he's invited me to his parties, and I haven't gone to any of them. And then we had our, makeup session backstage at the Bad Boys of Comedy over a year ago, and he still hasn't come in on the show. But he's expressed, like, I've seen him here and there, and he's expressed, it's all good. But to me, it's not all good. And come to the show. And then, he just kind of slayed me by showing up at my pink carpet party, doing the paparazzi. We had, words with each other, kind words. He congratulated me on the project and stuff. He signed off for Black Rob to be on that project. And Black Rob gave me an original song, You Want to Be a Warrior. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that was mighty white of him. So I appreciated that. And I know that his parties will still pop off whether I'm there or not. They always do. But I feel like he was at my party, and I'm making it my business to go to his parties. And I'm not going to VH1 offered me pass for the MTV Video Music. I'm not interested in going to the awards. I'm not interested in going down there to take a piece of a vacation because, quite frankly, I'm busy getting my grind on so one day I can luxuriate like Puffy, But I'll go down there for like a 36-hour trip to Miami just to go to his parties. One of them or two of them or something like that, and have a really good time, and then come back and tell you all firsthand, how the party was and everything like that. But Puff, I appreciated you coming to my pink carpet party. I really do. And so, and I look forward to when your CD does come out and you can finally come up here and, give us an interview. So shout out to Puffy. Shout out to everybody who's going to be in Miami that weekend.
That city going to be hot, too.
Yeah, very hot city. Miami that weekend. Shout out to Pookie. Pookie, are you back from Miami yet? You with your Warner Brother cronies, are you back? That was real gay how you handled everything, Pookie. I am livid.
Wow.
I mean, Pookie knows. Wow. If you know Pookie in New Jersey,
Friday, Wendy, calm down.
You are very corny. And that was a very corny gay move that you made. Corny and gay, gay and corny, corny and gay, gay and corny, Pookie, Pookie, Pookie. A grown man with a name like Pookie. All right, stop. Whose idea was that, yours or the Warner Brother people? Well, to all of you. Ooh. How you doing? Corny, gay, gay, corny. Florida man sentenced to death for killing his wife because she wanted to spoon and he wanted to watch foot damn ball. Well, This just in.
Uh-oh, okay.
Panama City, Florida, a man who got angry with his wife because she wanted to cuddle after sex when he really wanted to watch sports on television was sentenced to death for killing her with a clawed hammer. The claw end of the hammer.
Oh my God, what's wrong with him?
Well, his name is Christopher Offord, and he's 30, and he was sentenced Wednesday there in Panama City. The judge said he the brutality of the crime outweighed any mental problems that he might have had. The defendant struck his wife approximately 70 times. 70.
Lizzie Borden style.
Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks.
Oh.
When something tried to get up, gave her another 40 again.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's outrageous.
When they try to get up, strike him again.
Oh.
70 times the claw into the hammer.
This is how that hurts.
Exactly. This is what he said. He didn't speak in court, but said in the jailhouse interview, here's his quote in a jailhouse interview, "I figured I'd kill her, so I deserve to die too." So now he's on death row. He's going to die. Welcome to the jungle. You're going to die. Isn't that one of the most haunting songs and videos? And remember how Axl was up there, going like this, like all snake-like with his body and that hair and that headband. You're going to die. That's the stuff nightmares are made of. Yeah. An old woman was arrested for selling favors. A young girl, arrested for selling favors to older men. Like an Anna Nicole Smith type thing. Except not selling favors. Dateline.
Uh-oh.
Friday, August 5th, Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Police charged a 19-year-old woman with selling sexual favors to two elderly men for $4 and $6 each. Now, clearly, Stacy Kendall, 71, and William Claypool, 83, were arrested outside of Newcastle, Pennsylvania on Friday. Claypool paid Kendall $4 for a sexual favor and $6 from the other guy. What was the sexual favor? Go. Well, we know what it was.
That must have been
she must have been a crackhead or something. Well, I mean, for a man of that age, it doesn't take that much to make him feel good. Watch your back, B. Watch your back, B. Am I on to something?
Yes, you are.
Are you just agreeing?
No, I agree with you.
Zoe, do you agree? Mm-hmm. Watch your back, B. Mm-hmm. Whatever. All right, so I'm going home.
Oh, praise God.
Yeah. I've had a nice week.
It's been a tiring day.
Yes, it's been a long, arduous day. I'm going home and luxuriating over another weekend of that kid not being there. I miss him. You know what I miss him saying? He says, Mama! but you know what he does? He calls me princess. He'll say, "Hello, princess." I'm just like, oh. But he also turns it on me. He knows he'll make me mad, and I'll be getting ready to come in with the hammer.
Oh, no.
I mean, not that hammer. Not that hammer. But,
Wendy Williams gets the life sentence.
No, not that hammer. But, the little tanning on that thick leg or some greasy words and a punishment or something like that. He'd be like, "I'm sorry, mommy, princess. I'll do better." Oh. I'm like, oh my gosh. Please stop. Anyway, you all enjoy your weekend, however you spend it, and we'll get back together next week, okay? I'll see you, perhaps many of you, on Sunday night listening party for Wendy Williams Brings the Heated Exit on the Rooftop. It's going to be a sexy, fun time. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. What was that about? Free before 10 and midnight for everybody?
Free between 10 and midnight for everybody.
That's crazy. You got to bring an ID, though.
Yeah. Tiara Marie can't come.
Oh. It's okay. I'm sure she'll be occupied doing other things. Anyway, but CeCe Peniston, thanks for coming in. Tiara Marie, thanks for coming. Good luck with your new CD. And you all, thank you. I love you for listening. Take care. Champagne's in for Vaughn next with The Quiet Storm on 107.5 WBLS. Bye-bye.
The Wendy Williams broadcast day has completed.